Dragonborns are filthy
Hello.
lizard brains.
Hello, YouTube.
Disgusting scalebacks.
Oh, scalebacks. That one's particularly bad. I don't know why. That one stings. I'm not even Dragonborn, and that stings.
They're a walking curse.
What? What does that even
That's
mean?
not-
They are a walking curse.
Okay.
That's how I talk about my boyfriend. Oh.
We don't want to deal with those dirty Draugr.
Last time on Space Jam, you guys engaged in a ship battle with two pirates that had decided to ambush you guys. One was the Blind Arrow, and the other was called the Scavgorger. You guys managed to fend them off, mostly by it just invading the Blind Arrow and just completely taking it over. And the Scavgorger fled shortly afterwards.
Hell yeah.
Aboard the Blind Arrow, you did capture their Spelljammer, who is a 3-creen. I don't believe you got their name,
No, we did not.
but you
We
did.
took them
It's a
hostage.
woman.
We had to retcon. We decided to retcon some stuff throughout the week too, if just as a reminder.
So you did interrogate them, and you discovered that these pirates were hired by Ozamata, presumably back on the Rock of Brawl, for some reason. And in particular, they wanted Mock dead, and they wanted to... and Ozamata wanted Nails kept alive and returned to him. You guys also recovered 5,000 gold from the ship,
Yippee.
and have since taken the crew hostage. What remains of it? There's only like 5 people left in the crew, and are now currently sort of crewing it yourselves. Some of you are staying aboard the ship to make sure they don't do anything. I think it was Nails, Magpie, and Cinder?
I think it was Fawn.
I have no idea. I don't
yeah,
remember what I did.
it was Nails, Magpie, and Fawn who stayed aboard the Blind Arrow. But you guys decided that after some deliberation that you were not going to go and pursue Ozamata, and instead carry on with your voyage to Scylla. We retconned that last part.
Much to Mock's chagrin, but yes.
We retconned that last part, but
Yeah.
yes, you guys are not headed back to the Rock of Brawl.
Much
for
to
now.
Mock's chagrin,
We'll
but
come back.
yes.
Okay, so in total, your voyage is a week long. The whole ordeal with the pirate ambush really didn't set you back much on time. That ambush took place 3 days into your voyage. So for the remaining 4 days, do you want to like roll the amount of health that the Yggdrasil is gonna heal, Muck?
I would very much love to. I think I already did last week, but I can't seem to open up D&D Beyond. Give me just a moment.
Well, let me check.
Oh, yeah, mine took forever to load.
I remember it was like he asked if we could have a long rest, and then he started.
Oh, yeah. I thought. I also thought. whatchamacallit, who, I thought Magpie did a healing on the ship. Or was that the time before? Yeah, it took me a minute.
Yeah,
I
I-
remember me and Magpie dual healed it.
Right, yeah, you guys discovered that you can use healing magic on your ship because it's a living being.
Okay, Joe wants me to tell you that that apparently if he can't get D&D beyond a open, then he's gonna analog it, quote unquote. Maybe exit out and do it again because I gotta do that. Oh yeah.
Look, it's been sitting in this for fucking 10 minutes now.
Yeah, I did that.
Yeah, I can't get rid of it.
Well, since you guys are gonna be using magic to heal the ship anyway, and all that stuff, I'm gonna say we just restore the ship back to full hit points by the time you guys make it back to port anyway.
Awesome sauce.
So for the voyage, what are you guys doing? I know, Ace, you wanted to spend time working on the perfected blink dagger, right?
I thought I spent my week doing that, right?
No, you had researched it. You had also been spending that time like putting together the, you know, employment
okay.
offers and stuff for your.
Then yeah, I'll spend the time upgrading the blink dagger.
Okay. For that, can you make me a, I'm gonna say, intelligence check with proficiency?
Is this a tool check that I'm doing?
Yes, it's using smithing tools.
Okay. Okay, so is this accounting for my expertise? Is that why I'm adding the proficiency again?
Oh, you have expertise with smith's tools?
Yes, I have tools expertise. Your proficiency to bonus is doubled for any ability you check you make that you use proficiency with a tool. And I have proficiency with smith tools. Any tools that I currently know at the moment are expert. I'm an expert in.
Yeah, that's going to apply to this check.
Everybody was also healing at the same time.
So you'll get to
Okay.
add
Ship should be back.
6 plus your intelligence.
Okay. 6 plus my intelligence. That's going to be 17 plus 6. That's going to be a 23. And for the fun of it, Casey, I'll use Flash of Genius, which my arcane armor just kind of like zaps into my hands, and I'll add another plus 3 for that, which is going to make that a 29.
Yeah, God.
Just to really flex on him, huh?
Yeah.
You can even get Magpie to like guidance you to get it to 30. Yeah,
Do you
it doesn't.
want to, Magpie?
It doesn't matter. It really doesn't
you
Do
know
it
matter.
like I do it like I.
Does if Magpie wants to? Oh, she's muted.
Get it over 30!
I mean, it's a cantrip. There's a chance that she would have been like, "Hey."
It doesn't.
just gonna
It
go.
really doesn't matter.
I've been saying yes. I didn't realize I was muted.
Oh, that was a yes, Casey.
I
You know what?
Like
Oh
hold his
shit!
hand and interlock figure. Oh my god.
That's a 33, Casey.
that is absurd. That's an absurdly high number to roll. Yeah, you do it. You succeed. So the I assume, Fawn, you allow Nails to take the blink dagger from you.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it was originally his.
I mean, I'm not keeping it. I'm just gonna, upgrade it.
All right, so what you eventually end up doing is taking the already enchanted blink dagger and creating a small container for this quantum shard within the pommel of the grip, and once that pommel once that stone is inserted, it begins to take on some interesting properties. It begins to slightly move around whenever it's not being observed. So, Fawn, you can take the Blink Dagger out of your inventory and add the Perfected Blink Dagger, which I've already made.
I'll hand the dagger over to Vaughn, and I'm going to say, this item was a peculiar one. I've never worked with such a shard before, but I believe this has perfected what the dagger's original intention was. Here you go, Vaughn.
Thanks, Nails.
Have you
Keep a close eye on it. Alright, go ahead.
have you had a chance to look at what it does, V?
Yeah. Okay.
If you're having
Gonna
trouble
take a
adding
look
it, I
through
can
here.
add it for you.
I created the thing. I want to know what it does too. Okay.
I got it, but
Okay, Casey. Damn. That's a pretty big upgrade.
Yeah, so now it has more damage, and just an overall is a more effective weapon. But now, instead of what you would usually do, where you would have to activate the ability on the Blinket Dagger as soon as you land a throwing attack with it, you can now just activate it at any time you could use a bonus action. And you will always teleport to wherever the Blink Dagger is, as long as you're on the same plane as it. And you can still do the thing where if you throw it at a creature and then teleport to a space next to that creature, you can make a attack on them for free, basically, as part of the bonus action.
That's kind of cool. So if they miss the dagger, right? If they don't hit, they can still teleport.
Yeah, they just teleport to wherever it landed.
Gotcha. And it's a long rest instead of dawn.
Yeah, I just made it long rest to make it more convenient to get the charges back on it.
I gotcha. Well, now you can be teleporting and smacking people with your weapons. Dagger in one hand, crystal short sword in the other.
Ooh.
Got some pretty strong weapons now.
exciting.
Gonna have to find someone to use them on.
We have test dummies, right?
I mean, yeah, you can use the dummies in the armory to practice on.
Yeah.
Is there anything else anyone wants to do on this voyage to Sila? Wait, what happened to Joe and Abby?
I think
They're
they're having a whole situation right now. They're trying to, because they don't have
Sorry.
Wi-Fi. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, Joe's having issues with opening D&D Beyond, so he had to go delete the whole thing because it wasn't working. And now he's reinstalling.
He's on
it.
the app.
Yeah, because we don't have Wi-Fi at all, so it's on our phone.
We usually use like
Yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah,
can
as
use
always.
mine for that.
Y'all are all talking to me at the same time.
Sorry.
My bad.
Do you want to do anything on the voyage to Scylla?
Thank you. How many days do we have?
Casey, Joe wants to know how many days we have.
Well, you have an entire week basically, because that pirate attack was only one small event. So this is for the entire voyage.
About a week.
Can he look at my character sheet real quick and tell me what proficiency with my
Casey, can you look at Joe's character sheet and look up what his Arcana proficiency is? Here, let me just take it off with headphones and then Joe can listen.
I can take a look.
Dapat siyang tinatabihan.
He has half proficiency because bards have the Jack of Trades ability. So he has a +2 to Arcana.
Okay. With that case, I'm gonna try to boost my Arcana. Since we got a few days, fuck me. I want to try to deepen the connection that I have at the same by boosting my Arcana if I can. Does that make sense? By the way, if you tell me to roll for it, I'm going to need you to roll for me because I literally do not have access to my sheet right now.
In what way are you trying to deepen your connection?
By speaking to it via the orb I have and hopefully trying to elicit some sort of response and get some sort of grander objective.
The orb you procured is now just an empty vessel. There's nothing in it. It was merely a container that you
Would that be
have
something
already
I knew
broke
that
open.
I would like right now?
I mean, it's obvious. It's just a metal shell. There's nothing
Okay.
in it. It's just a container.
That's the case then. Extreme meditation.
Okay.
Basically, I try to reach inside and just every ounce of like focus is dedicated to just being like, give me something.
Okay.
Really, I just kind of want to use it to try to boost my Arcana a little bit in some way, shape, or form.
So, within your waking hours, you try and sit alone and just meditate on the astral void, but it doesn't feel like you're quite grasping anything. There's no presence
Nothing at all.
there. There's no presence there with you. It doesn't feel like there's anything but silence.
Really?
Within the astral sea, it seems like you're not able to quite reach a state of mind that allows you to reach out to this thing. So far, the only time it has reached out to you was in a dream you had while you were asleep. In the astral sea, you can't sleep. It's not possible. You can try, but just nothing happens when you close your eyes. You're just alone with your thoughts.
Even when I try to call out to it?
Yeah, it seems like whatever connection you have to it is severed. while you're in the astral sea. Of course, you still have your powers and all of that stuff. That seems to be inherent within you, but you have no way of reaching out to it.
Yeah, shit.
So, if you
Shit.
want to train your Arcana, you're gonna have to find a different way to do it.
Fuck. All right. Well, that definitely didn't work. See here. What else did I not have good proficiency in?
Why don't you ask Nyx, like, learn how to fly the ship?
You know what? Yeah, actually, can I just use my time and try to, yeah, just kind of hang out with Nyx and try to study spell jamming a bit. Also, just kind of get to know her since I'm struggling.
Since you're struggling? Like,
Since I
struggling to
can't
know
seem
her?
to. No, since I'm struggling to deal with everything that I'm doing, with what I was doing.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, so I just kind of want to spend. I'm just gonna use the time and just kind of spend it and kind of study Nyx and spell jamming. What the fuck?
So when you go to the bridge, you notice that Tolith is actually the one spell jamming the ship right now, and Nyx is actually just sitting nearby, seemingly sipping on some tea and chatting with him when you enter. He turns to you.
Oh, hi guys.
Hi.
How's Trix?
Trix?
How's things, Nyx? How you doing? How are you, Tolith? How are both you guys?
I was just taking a break, I guess. I don't know. Tolith chimes in.
Nice.
Oh, is that Mock? What are you doing?
Nothing much, Tolith. I haven't checked up on you guys in a while. Ever since I I just kind of wanted to do the rounds and just kind of see how everybody's been doing. Ever since my week-long absence.
Well, me and Nyx are just passing the time, chatting with each other. He really makes quite good company.
Yeah, I don't think anybody else wants to be near me right now, so I'm just trying to pass the time, I guess.
Sure.
Yeah. I was using my time to kind of bully Osmata a little bit with a little sending ability I have, but that, gets boring after a while. Tell me more about spell jamming. How do you do this?
Oh, well, you see, it's quite simple. And then he just starts going on a long explanation with Nyx chiming in here or there. Seems Dolith is quite knowledgeable on the matter, like he's been doing it a long time.
Ah, that's very interesting. Yes. And I'm just gonna kind of let the time go on and listen to them.
Okay. Make me an Arcana check.
You wouldn't mind doing that for me, would you?
I got you.
Yeah, I legitimately cannot sign in right now. This is ridiculous.
You rolled a 12.
You could try hotspotting your computer with your phone.
That's probably what I'm gonna have to do because I genuinely cannot I'm trying to sign in right now.
Oh yeah, if you have
What
the
does that
ability
say?
to use a hotspot on your phone, I would definitely recommend doing that.
Well, okay, real quick, get this. So I had to uninstall D&D Beyond because it wasn't working, and now it needs me to sign in, right? So I'm trying to sign in. This is what it says: this account already exists on your device. I know. That's why I'm trying to sign in with it. But it won't let me.
Interesting.
It is outright telling me fuck off.
Well,
I can't go on with I don't know. God hates me right now, so you guys do that. I'm gonna say that. What did I roll?
you rolled a 12, which is
That's not halfway.
good enough.
Nice.
They mostly just tell you the very basics. You notice while Tolith is talking occasionally, Nyx will actually like make a joke or like a smirk, which is weird for her. By the end of your voyage, you begin to grasp the basics. They actually let you take the helm for a bit and try it out. I don't know if you've actually tried it before.
Never.
But you do.
There was that one time.
What time?
I have never tried this before.
Like we're going with
The only people who've ever done it have been Magpie and Tolith.
Yeah, I don't remember if you've tried it before, but
I don't know.
it's definitely an odd experience. Sort of an out of body experience. Almost reminds you of when your soul got separated from your body for that little bit of time. You sort of exit your own body and take on a perspective that you can see all across the ship as if you were standing in various places on it without actually like having a body. It's very strange.
Whoa. Trippy.
As far as how it controls, it's very similar to how it feels to just sort of fly in the astral sea. Like if you're just floating out in the astral sea and you're moving yourself. It feels
Yeah.
like that, where you have to sort of
almost-
move with your mind.
It's almost like I could pee right now and not be bothered by it.
Could you please not? I have to sit in that later.
I know, I'm just saying it just feels like I could. And you guys do this all the time? This feels weird.
Yeah, after a bit, you kind of just forget that you're there. You don't even like think about the fact that you're doing it, and then it feels weird when you come back to your body.
Awesome.
It's not awesome. It's actually like really annoying because it makes you sick when you stand up.
Oh, we'll have to give that a shot here in a minute.
Yeah, you'll probably be fine. So when they get you off the hell and your eyes open and you're back in your body, and as soon as you like move your body, it just feels fucking weird. Doesn't feel natural at all. Like you're having to think about how you're like moving and stuff in ways you don't normally have to think about. And it almost makes you nauseous.
Guys, everything feels strange. I don't like it. Well, yeah.
God.
Get out. Get out. Get out. Tolith is just like, get out of this room right now.
Yeah, okay, yep. Okay, sorry. Okay. I'm going to damn, I don't have anything to help it to clean it up. Yep, I'll get out. All right. See ya.
Okay. Was there anything else anyone wanted to do whilst on this voyage?
We could take a long rest, right?
Yeah, you guys already took a long rest. You can go ahead and mark that
I
off.
didn't.
Ooh, ooh. I want to be proficient at animal handling.
I thought you already were.
No, I am not. I know how to make Gert do tricks. Like that was for Gert. It wasn't for me. You know.
Figure it out.
I see.
Nice.
Interesting.
Yes.
So you want to actually become proficient with animal handling.
Yeah.
Feel like
It sucks not actually being able to.
I feel like with all the animal handling you've already done, you probably should be proficient. I thought you were actually.
Well, you never told me I was.
Yeah, you never gave her the actual like proficiency to it. There's never been really any like real animal handling roles for her to build up on it.
Yeah, there was. It was the GERT training in the beginning to have them, well, first to tame them, then to have them move around,
Yeah, but
and then to learn how to
I think
fucking.
He can reload our weapons. I feel like I deserve it.
yeah, but that was more stuff of like training Gert. That was never actually boosting your animal handling.
What do you think animal
Well,
handling is?
I'm basing it off of how Casey dealt with it.
You
Okay,
know,
Casey, what do you say?
I think if you spend this whole voyage just focusing on training Gert and maybe interacting with Orion, you could just have the proficiency without even needing to roll for it.
yay! Because I've spent our entire game, this entire year, just like taking care of Gert.
Yeah, you really have been. It's kind of wild that you didn't have proficiency that whole time.
You
You
never
trained
told me I had it.
you trained him
Yeah.
several times.
Yeah, there was all the training, but you never actually gave her the proficiency point or anything. It was just like, all right, Gert can do this now. And that was the
And like,
most you ever said.
obviously, I'm not just gonna give myself proficiency when my DM said I didn't have it. So,
Okay,
Yeah, so
well,
if anything, it's Casey's fault.
yeah,
You-
it's your
you
case.
have it now, so problem solved.
Yippee!
I'll be right back. Sorry.
Oh, he has to go poo.
Leaving us! Stop him!
V, are you planning on doing anything?
I was gonna try to train Orion into attacking people.
Fuck yeah!
You
Go
know, you would think
dragon!
that would
Yeah.
come naturally. Sorry.
I get so hyped whenever Fawn wants to do anything with Orion.
Just a little
Just
dragon.
conceptually, it's a dragon.
Ah,
I mean, like, eventually he's gotta learn how to fend for himself, so.
Yeah,
Want to help
exactly.
while he still can, especially when he's like the size of a dog right now.
Oh my god. I keep forgetting he's like big.
Yeah, I want to train him before it's like too late and you can't stay on the ship.
V, would you be willing for a short amount of time during it to help me with my herbalism kit thing?
Of course.
If Casey approves it.
Casey, approve it, please.
Casey's
Yeah,
at the
'cause I
I
very
want to ask
back.
you guys a question real quick.
He's popping.
How many sides, how many walls does your guys' bed touch?
What?
3.
Like in real life or in like D&D?
Just yeah, well, okay, because I just saw something that was a question, and it led to something. For example, mine and Abby's bed touches one wall. Okay. Yeah, I guess you could say it touches two walls because there's a table, a small end table on one side, which is touching the wall, and the bed's touching the table. The reason why I bring this up though is because I just saw a picture where it's just a bed in the middle of the room, not touching any of the walls, and I'm just looking at it like, what kind of
I
sick
hate it.
psychopath does this?
I hate that concept. Why would you put that idea in my head, Joe?
I hate it too.
I'm gonna
It's
shoot.
awful.
I'm gonna sue you.
And I'm looking at this like this person's a This person's definitely a psychopath with the picture. Here, I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna post it because this
No,
What, a
this is
please
picture of
don't.
awesome.
I do
him or
not want
just
to
like
see
a
something
picture of
that
your
cursed.
room?
Please, no.
There you go.
Joe, I'm gonna conspire to murder
Joe!
you.
It's terrible. I know. But I'm just sitting here. I'm like, what sick psychopath does this? And it's even more uncomfortable because that's the attic.
Ew, ew, ew. Isn't that where owls live or something? I don't know. I don't have an idea.
Sometimes, yeah.
Ew.
Owls, raccoons.
Ooh,
But
I
it's a
hate
horror.
that. Why is the room like that? There's nothing there.
Why is the lamp sitting on just like a stool? Why is there no headboard?
Maybe this person is living in poverty.
No, this is the room of a psychopath. This is the room of a serial killer.
You know, in the Philippines, we've never had a serial killer.
Really?
Yeah, because it's like the entire like culture is like no privacy, all community, blah blah blah. So it's like,
Well, Abby, it's time for us to move to the Philippines and change that.
Oh boy.
No, thank you.
I don't know
well,
if
if you
that's the play.
consider the police, like I guess we do. Like, if any cops are watching this a cab, you know, 1312.
Abby, America deals with a ton of serial killers because, well, while they don't get away, then 9 times out of 10 they don't get away with it. It's just the fact that the policing in America sucks.
Well, it
And I
also
hope the police are listening to this so I can tell them that.
it's also because we have such a large media machine and an obsession with violence in our media. So
Yeah, what's up
stories
with
of our serial
That's
killers
true.
just sort of naturally propagate more than other stories of serial killers from other countries.
That's true. It's an interesting thing. Casey, in case you weren't here for it, you should go look at that picture I sent.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's cursed.
That's cursed. That's definitely cursed.
That's horrifying. I know. That's genuinely. I had to ask everybody how they situate their bed. If it's sitting against one wall, if it's sitting against two walls, because that right there made me mad. Really mad.
I think I'd rather sleep on the floor.
My bed touches 3 walls.
I would too. I had a hammock, and the hammock was the only time I never had a bed touching a wall.
But that's a hammock. That doesn't count.
I know. That was the only time. And even then, it was as close to the wall as it could possibly be because I'm not a goddamn lunatic.
Good morning. Well, kaya ito rin gising yung pangga ko.
Oh, my dad said good morning. Say good morning back.
Morning.
Good morning, Dad.
Hi, good morning.
Will you be
Morning.
my dad since I don't have one?
Good evening dyan, ano?
I'll take that as a yes.
Oh, he's asking if it's evening there.
Yeah, it's 9 p.m.
Yeah.
From the US?
Yes.
Uh-huh. How's
Uh,
hamburger in the US? Hamburger is from Germany, right?
yes.
Hamburg. From the word Hamburg.
Okay, dad.
Your dad
Roger
sounds
from
awesome.
the rabbit. Burger. Roger.
Ano
Roger
ano
Bill.
naman nun, dad?
Rabbit. Made of rabbit meat yan eh.
Oh,
Actually, yeah.
We're
well,
cooking
that's
rabbit?
unfortunate.
I actually had hot dogs today. Thank you very much. Trying to diversify my
Hot dogs.
diet.
What?
Abby and I had T-bone steaks for dinner on the 4th of July, and they were awful.
Oh.
Yung asawa,
Like,
yung asawa niya daw.
the steaks themselves were terrible. No matter, we undercooked them a little bit, thought that was the right case. So then we cooked them a little. We thought that was the case and why they didn't taste good. So then we cooked them a little bit more, and we got them right to the perfect of medium rare.
I don't
They
eat,
still taste terrible. To cook them a little.
Well, why was it bad? What did
I
you
don't
do?
know. They were just bad cuts.
I don't eat
They were
burgers.
just really bad cuts.
I don't eat burgers every day. I just eat burgers every other day. Anyway, are you guys ready to continue?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So, did anyone else have any plans for things they wanted to do?
Oh, I wanted to train Orion to attack people.
Train what? To do what?
Orion, attack people.
Orion is perfectly capable of defending himself, but he will require training for you to, like, command him to attack, like, specific people or targets. So,
We can use like the test dummies in the army for practice, right?
I guess, sure.
Yeah.
So is it just you doing this one?
Yes, yeah. Like, unless a magpie wants to join in.
Well, you know what? Make me an animal handling check.
I got a 14.
Nice. So, you start, like, pointing at these dummies, and, you know, at first, like, Orion is just, like, confused. Doesn't know what you're telling him to do. But then, you go up to the dummy and, like, start punching it, and you, like, gesture hit for him to do it, and he just tears into the thing. Just ravages it. Completely tears it apart. It's actually a little bit scary, because he could easily do that to you.
Even I'm not gonna be afraid of my son. Kill me, kill me.
If he kills me,
Any
he deserves to. But yeah,
Yeah.
once by the end of the voyage, you now have the ability to tell him to attack things.
hell yes.
Uh,
Now he's got like 200 HP, right?
no, he has
He's still a puppy.
37 HP, to be exact.
So yeah, he's up there.
We could get Nails to smithy him some armor.
He's way too small for that. Besides, his skin is gonna
Yeah.
become harder
A
than
large
armor.
dog.
I mean, he's
Big
gonna
enough.
grow. Like,
His scales are gonna be stronger than most armors.
Yeah, but like right
This
now,
is
while he's
true.
like a little baby. Just a baby.
Casey, does that mean I get full proficiency with animal handling? I got half.
You know what? Fine. Since you've been doing just as much training as Magpie, we can say that, yeah, you get proficiency with animal handling.
Yay!
You guys
Thank you, Casey.
are full-fledged animal trainers at this point.
We're like Steve Irwin and did Steve Irwin have a partner?
Sometimes his wife and sometimes his children.
Steve Irwin and Steve Irwin. That's us.
Yeah, Casey. Abby wants want me to help her with the herbalism kit. Help you teach her the herbalism kit. So that could be alright.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, because I already have half proficiency in it, so I wanted to see if I can get the other half so to be fully proficient.
Okay. Well, roll me a wisdom check. Just straight up wisdom.
Oh,
Add nothing
straight
else.
up wisdom.
Or
Oh,
actually, no. You'll get to add half your proficiency because you already have half proficiency.
okay. Wisdom. Hold that thought.
Since
I
your
hardly ever
proficiency
skip
bonus is
my
+3, I think it's rounded down, so it would be an extra +1, I think. I believe that's how that
So,
works.
do I just hit the wisdom button?
Let me check actually. Is that how it works? When it comes to half proficiency? I don't know if it's rounded up or rounded down. So yeah, I think it's rounded down, so it would be +1.
So, which do I hit again?
You can just hit the button for wisdom, your wisdom modifier, and then you'll just get to add an extra 1 to it.
Oh, that didn't work. So that was a 6. Okay, apparently not today.
Ooh. Yeah, so 6 just unfortunately isn't going to cut it. Fortunately, you're too distracted by your duties elsewhere, which is the other ship that you guys have under your possession. Remember that thing? Remember how you guys like took an entire ship hostage?
That is correct.
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And-
Yeah.
Oh,
Next-
that's it.
You're gonna sell the ship. It's not our ship.
Yeah, but we commandeered the ship.
I mean, we
Pirate
pirated
rules.
it.
That's
Yeah.
because it's ours.
Yes, but pirates aren't typically accepted in most of society.
Yeah, but we're like.
Yeah, well, luckily we got Professor Exel with us.
What? Okay.
What does he have to do with it? I'm a little
Well,
confused.
with the fact that we have a commandeered ship and we're heading to Scylla still, he can just be like, "Oh yeah, no, these guys are good, and we won't have to worry about anything, even whether we're classified as pirates or not."
And then
Even if
they're taking this off of just one guy that they don't know.
No,
Scylla,
he's
Professor Exel is widely known on Scylla.
All right, if you say
he's
so.
like
Yeah, Casey was never there. Oh, God damn, I'm sorry, Casey. Ace was never there with Exel. He met him after the fact.
oh yeah. Like you don't understand. This man is a national treasure, Ace.
National treasure.
Yeah.
He's a professor at a
He's a
university.
very
Hey,
wide.
national treasures.
He's a very highly respected professor. He's a xenobiologist, right? Or is it xenoarchaeologist?
Xenoarchaeologist.
He's something.
That's what it was. Yeah, he's like a widely beloved professor on Scylla. So we won't
My
have to worry about
professor is a
anything because
national.
we have a golden ticket with him.
He has pull within Whitecrest University. He's not like part of Whitecrest governance. He's not in with the
Close
Denude
enough.
Federation. He's a local
enough.
professor.
Yeah, but he's the
Close
guy that
enough.
we rescued, and it was all in the paper. I'm just making.
I just think that if we tried to sell the ship, it's gonna look suspicious. I just say we take what we can, but we drop them off.
Not if we sell it to the Mercane.
I mean, if they don't give a shit, but I mean, it's just a ship. The Hurricane doesn't give a shit about ships.
They have an entire fleet. What do you mean?
It's a broken down ship that has a bunch of potholes in it.
And that's how they took our last ship. Remember?
Their ship is actually less damaged than yours. At least it was before you fixed your ship.
Oh, that's funny. All right, well, if it works, then it works.
We'll see what happens.
Anyway, so Cinder,
Let's
you're
take
too
it to the Mercane
preoccupied.
and sell it to them.
Cinder, you end up being too preoccupied having to stay aboard the other ship and make sure that the Spelljammer is like still following you guys.
Yeah. Okie doke.
So yeah, I think that's everybody. Well, after the week is over, you guys see that Nyx opens an astral gate. You guys emerge over the blue orb you know as Scylla. Slowly begin to descend to the planet's surface. Get to see the rays of sun glistening off the waves, and you can see these huge coral reefs underneath the oceans that are the size of countries. You guys slowly descend until you see the one thing that sticks out above the water, the ivory city, Port Denali, with the large
Yay!
white crest tower in the center of it.
Honey, I'm home.
Much
I
like
think
last
This is
time,
my first time.
well, let me describe the city a bit more then. So, Scylla, if you didn't already know, ocean planet, right? It's completely covered in water. The
Yes.
city of Port Denali
Beautiful.
does not rest on any land. It floats on the waves. There are these large platforms that are anchored to the seafloor, but still float on the water's surface. And they create sort of a lattice work that is the city itself, with all these bridges and platforms connecting them, and these waterways that run between them, acting as like canals, similar to like the city of Venice, with these regular ocean craft, these little canoes, and even some larger ships sailing through the waters nearby. You particularly notice that that this city, as it floats above the water, is pristine. Some of the estates you see are quite large. Some of them are like little islands of themselves, just like these big circles of grass with these mansions built into them, with like even artificial beaches um, on the edges of them, where you see all manner of people spending time recreationally. Um, this whole entire city looks like one big resort. And there's lots of pleasure craft, like runners, speeding through the waters nearby with people swimming and vacationing. And towering above it all is the humongous White Crest Tower, which is an enormous tower that is not actually floating. It's connected to the bottom of the ocean. It goes all the way from the bottom of the ocean to towering above the water's surface. And it acts as the central hub of the whole city, with a large spaceport at the top, with these flying spell-jamming ships coming in and out of these large hangars that are built into the edges of it. Which is you guys are approaching when you guys are approached by another ship. You recognize this as being one of the port authority ships. This is exactly the same procedure you guys had to go through last time. Now you guys are aboard a different ship, so they just treat you guys as if you're new to the city again. So you guys are hailed on your harmonic stone and told to follow the port authority to your assigned dock, where you are once again approached by the dockmaster. You guys met him before. This orange Triton in gilded robes, who does not recognize you guys. Actually, he has seemingly totally forgotten who you guys even are. And he just tells you,
Works for me.
yes, it will be 10 gold per day in the hangar.
I am going to say that's no problem. We should only be here for a few days. I'm going to toss him 30 gold.
This will do. Need to see your papers now.
Of course. If you give me just a moment. Look around my body. Did I? Yes, here they are. I'm going to hand him all the documentation to the ship.
All you really have is the contract that you signed with the Merking that they left you keep a copy of. But
Yep.
after examining it for a bit, the dockmasters just lets out a well, he just nods his head and says, "Well, that will do. Your 3-day period will be held. Please know that if you stay past the 3-day period, there will be late fees, and if those late fees are not paid, your ship will be impounded."
Yes, of course, understood. And a word of the wise: be gentle with her. She gets angry if mishandled. That is not a threat. That is just a thing that we learned the hard way. So,
He
yeah.
just raises an eyebrow at you. Duly noted.
I'm gonna flash a smile at him, and I'm gonna walk past.
Enjoy your stay in Port Denali.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, you guys have safely docked in the city of Port Denali. What do you wish to do?
I have
start
bought us at least
running.
3 days, everybody.
So proud of you, Joe. Oh, I start running to Whitecrest. I start running, sprinting.
All the way to Whitecrest University, huh?
Yep.
Okay. Take the grand elevator down to the city and make your way to the gated front of the Whitecrest University campus, where you are let in by staff who actually do recognize you this time.
I keep forgetting. I still have a positive relationship with them.
You guys were
'Cause I'm
given
great.
basically an honorary membership to the college after you saved Professor Excel and all that.
Well,
Not
Wait, do I
nails.
get to go to college for free?
I don't know if that was part of the arrangement. You'll have to inquire about that.
Oh my
What
god!
was part of the arrangement?
If I get to go to college for free, I get to finish my undergrad finally.
Do you have time to go to college right now?
I mean, okay, guys, don't get mad. But if things end up working with Salandra, I actually might retire Magpie.
What?
that's funny.
That's crazy.
What? Well, you know what?
Casey,
Because I
make
got
it so
that
that they
reaction.
never get together so that they can keep playing with us.
Really
If you do that,
torture.
I'm gonna fly to America. I'm gonna swim. I'm gonna strangle you in your sleep and steal your cat.
Okay.
Let my rabbit man be. God.
Okay. So, I take it you're heading straight to Salandra's classroom? It's middle of the
Course I
day,
am.
so you know she probably still has classes going on.
Yep.
Okay.
I bring Bert with me, in case, obviously.
Oh, nice. All right. So like last time, you can hear Salandra's voice echoing through the hallway as you walk up to the class door and you open it and see a large classroom of students who are in the middle of a lecture, sitting at their various seats, with Professor Salandra giving giving the lecture. She immediately notices you when you enter, and you see she gets a big smile on her face. It briefly gets distracted, but tries to continue on with the lecture anyway. But she does give you a little wave.
Wait, no, why am I blushing? Not Magpie, but me. Oh my god.
So you're just gonna sit for the whole lecture, just listen.
Oh, can I roll to see if I learned something?
Sure, just give me raw intelligence.
Intelligence. Why is it not rolling? I got a 12.
Okay. So right now she's in a lecture about the orbits of comets, and she goes into immense detail on the unique orbits that comets take and how those orbits are tracked and calculated. And it's very information dense. All the math goes over your head, but you now know a bit more about comets. You know that they have
Yippee!
abnormal orbits that take them in exaggerated elliptical paths around celestial bodies.
Wow. That's so cool. Amazing.
Amazing.
So cool.
What does Marge IRL know about comets?
Actually, quite a lot. I wanted to be a physicist growing up. So,
Wow, you might actually know more than me then.
Oh,
probably not, honestly.
Okay. Well, that's about all you pick up. By the time class is over and all the students begin filtering out, as soon as all the students have left, Solandra doesn't even take the time to get her stuff together. She just runs over to you and gives you a hug.
Oh my god. Obviously. We're back.
I didn't think you'd be
And
coming back so soon, Magpie.
so soon. I've been away for weeks. What do you mean?
Well, you sent me the letter, and I figured, if you're going to be sending me letters, that you were going to be gone for even longer. I only
Well-
just received your sending stone yesterday. I was still working up the courage to try and use it.
Oh, and then I pull out my sending stone and I press the power on button on my stone.
Yes.
I go, hello? Hello? Is there feedback like an actual phone? Like an actual cell phone?
You don't hear it, but Solandra sort of like turns her head and then she's like, "Oh, that's weird. It's kind of like having an echo." And she like takes hers like out of her pocket, and you see it's like glowing whenever you talk. And then when
It's
she
Awesome.
and then when she says that, you hear it in like your head, but also hearing it at the same time, so it sounds like there's like, it sounds like an echo of you.
That's so trippy. Well, we're not gonna do that anymore. That makes my head hurt, and I just like put it back in my priestly robes.
The sending stone
What?
vibrates.
Sending sound like boop boop.
this later.
Ew, you're grounded. I'm blocking you.
Talk sweet nothings to me, Magpie.
No, no, I'm muting you.
oh god,
God.
no.
No, but I also got you something else from the Rock of Brawl. You know the big place, the important place. And I pull out my bottle of perfume that was needlessly expensive.
Oh
Right. I forgot about that.
my gosh, you shouldn't have.
I feel like I really should have. Like it spoke to me Like, I saw the bottle, I thought of you. And it's like kind of racist. It's just a blue bottle, you know? It's like, yeah. Is it because I'm a trident? That's kind of racist, my guy. You know?
He's like, I got you a present too, actually.
Oh! Really? Me?
Come over here. I have it in my bag. She walks over to her bag where she keeps all of her papers and stuff and digs around in it. And she produces a small cube made of pink crystal that fits in the palm of her hand. And she hands it to you. And you notice that the crystal is like translucent, but on the surface of it, you can feel all of these etchings into it. And there's a small indentation on one of the sides. And she says, "Be careful with that. Don't you don't want to accidentally activate it. It's it's a beacon. Have you ever seen one of these?
Can I roll to see if I've ever seen one of these?
You've never seen one of these.
So I don't look. Oh. Actually, I have not. Are they all pink? This is great.
I don't know actually. I just thought maybe it would be good for you to have it since you're traveling around so much out there in the astral sea and wild space. Just in case something happens. I was worried something. I was worried that maybe you might get stranded out there somewhere. She like nervously sort of scratches at her neck as she says that.
So you can see this from wherever I am? Question mark, question mark?
Oh no, that's not how it works. It's an
Oh.
astral.
Oh.
It's an astral beacon. So you can only activate it one time, but if you do, it'll make this really bright light, really bright pink light, and from what I've heard, that light is visible from the material plane into the astral sea. So if you're in the material plane or like in wild space and you activate it, um, ships in the astral sea can actually see where you are. Um, and I think it's sort of meant for calling for help. So again, you might want to save it for a bad situation.
I put my paws over it and I go, I'll take really good care of this. You know that big robot guy that I'm with in the crew?
I don't know who you're talking about.
Wait, was Ace not there?
No,
Maybe.
this is
Oh.
literally my first time here, meeting ever or learning. I've never been on Silo. This is a whole new experience for me.
Oh, so this is
You
the first
were,
time
but you were at the
I
tail
have.
end of everything, and we left almost immediately after. Like you showed up just to get us back here with the gift.
Oh.
I don't.
Yeah.
I think you guys left and then I met up with you guys. I don't think I was ever here.
Anyway,
No, like I said, you were here but only for like a max of 5 minutes, so it basically would have been as if there was nothing.
Well,
There
I
was
don't
no
think
time.
I would have joined you guys at all. Again,
That
to me, the
may be
player
the
doesn't
case.
know, so I'm just gonna say that this is my first time for nails as well.
anyway, Marge,
Yeah, that may be the case.
you can go ahead and add the astral beacon to your inventory. It's an actual item.
Yippee!
It's an
Oh
item
no.
I created. It's a homebrew
Manage
item.
inventory. Add
Right.
items.
It's called the
Astral
astral beacon.
beacon. Oh no! The only thing that's showing up is the astral shard.
Why is that
What do I
happening?
do?
Laner beacon?
Oh, that's right. It's planar beacon. Yeah. Sorry, I got my own name mixed up.
No, I think you want to
You
give us the
tricked
legendary
me.
Luxon beacon. I think that's what he meant.
What is the
Planar
difference?
beacon.
I'm gonna look at the difference later. I'm gonna add this to my equipment. Anyway, I go, while I was out there, I thought about you a lot. So did Gert. Gert thinks about you a lot too. Totally.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, of course he did.
There's so much we have to catch up on. How long are you in town?
Well, because of things that happen, I am technically the captain. So if I push hard enough, like, I could probably stay here forever if I wanted. That's a lie. But, I want to make her feel special,
You really want to live on Sila?
Well, if I get to see you here every day, yeah. Ew! Ew! Sorry, I cringed. I cringed at
Squeeze.
myself.
She
That's disgusting.
she giggles at your response. Truth be told,
I'm so
I'd
sorry.
like to live anywhere else but here. I'd much rather have the exciting life that you have.
Well, you could pull a sabbatical. That's what Dr. X will do.
Well, Professor Exels, he's tenured. I don't know if I could really afford to make the same sort of leap as him. Also, it's a
Well,
lot harder to justify going on expeditions when you're an astrophysicist. They're much looser with those sorts of things when you're a xenoarchaeologist like Exel.
but what if I went to bat for you? What if I said that you were, like, integral to a ship's operation? Hmm?
I don't know if they'd pay for an expedition like that. You'd have to come up with something more scientific than that.
What if I paid for it? Oh my god, Magpie in his sugar daddy era?
No. No.
With what sugar?
Hey, didn't we earn money from that 5? How much was it per
Like
person?
1,000 gold?
Oh, well now I have 1,200 gold. See?
I mean, if you think they can live on 1,200 gold only, then I don't
Well,
see
I
why
mean,
not.
you know how I spend my money. I don't, like, unless I have to.
All right. I'm just saying,
You
if you think
remember the
1,200
last
is a...
time we looked at my money? Like,
Yeah, no,
suddenly
I
I had
know.
5,000. Just trust me, God.
Trust me, bro.
I'm so good with my money, totally.
You know what I can do? I can cancel the rest of my classes for the day. I'll just tell them I went sick. Had something bad for lunch.
You totally got sick from something, like, you are so sick. You are so burning up right now. Like, so we should probably take the rest of the day to rest. And by rest, I mean, you know, eating random things here at Sila.
Luckily for me, I have my own personal cleric to take care of me.
Sorry. That's so... Blech. Exactly.
Be right back. I'm just
I'm
gonna fix my mic.
very important to your health
If you-
too, so you should probably tell your boss right now.
Let's just put a note on the door. It'll be fine. Hey, where do you want to go get dinner?
Oh,
Um, where did we go last time? Did I take her to the most expensive place here?
I think she picked the place. It was like a more of a traditional sort of no, it was an upper class like sushi type of place.
Oh. Well, how do I one up that?
I don't know. You tell me.
I don't know. Oh, I take her to the most exotic. I ask her, what is it? Where is the craziest place here that you've never been before? That you
Craziest
want to go?
place. Like to eat food or just any crazy place?
Well, I'm not gonna take her underwater paintballing, but like, Oh, you said that there were runners, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever been on a runner before?
Have you?
No, I
Nope.
haven't.
Wait, yes, I have. When we were fighting the dragon, remember?
Oh yeah, that's right. But did you drive it?
Yeah, I did. I ran the other way, making the dragon think that I had the baby, so you guys could run away. Remember?
For the sake of
What the hell
for
is
the
that
sake of that,
noise?
just sounds cool.
No
That is
idea.
Crash Bandicoot.
It happened, okay? It happened. I swear to God, it happened.
I'm not disagreeing.
Well, do you want to be on a runner? You know?
I can't drive it, so I hope you're driving.
I am most definitely driving, so I can keep you safe and safe and protected.
Sounds
I can't
great.
tell if you're making those noises because like, oh, I'm saying this to my buddy and not to my girlfriend.
It's just gross,
Or
period.
it's funny.
Yeah, but
You
at the
committed
same
to
time,
this.
these are the same things my ex-husband has said to me, so. Bleh.
You're doing this to yourself. You have no one to blame but
I
you.
am. Well, it worked on me, so I'm assuming it's gonna work on Salandra. You know what I mean? It worked on me as mine.
You are committed to this.
I am. I have committed.
Okay.
So I just take her by the hand to where the runners are.
You gonna
And I
use one of
stroke her beard.
your runners?
Huh?
Are you gonna use one of your runners?
Oh yeah. What kind of runners do we have? Are both of our runners the ones that we stole? Or
You got the
the newly
Kraken, which
acquired?
no.
was purchased. Then you got Velimers, who just left it behind.
Yeah, you have Coyote Black and the Kraken.
Which one is the cooler looking one?
I mean, the Kraken looks wild. Ace or Nails like decked it out in like crazy a crazy paint job and put all these like decorations on it to make it look like a sea monster.
Yeah.
I'm taking her on that
was
one.
just Coyote
Like
Black
I
was
read
just
it.
meant for efficiency. It wasn't meant for style points or anything. Although Velimer would do stuff for style points.
Alright.
I take the Kraken and I write
You're
a quick
thinking-
note and I go borrowed runner BRB. I just put
You're
it
just
on.
gonna steal it.
I don't think I left the ship yet.
Oh
I was
well.
gonna ask Professor Exel or somebody to kind of just guide me around. So if you're gonna come back to the ship, I would probably run into you.
Yeah, don't leave the ship yet. I go, well, you know, the big robot guy I was telling you about, we're gonna meet him today. And I
Stealth it.
take her there. I take her to the living ship, to the Yggdrasil.
As soon as she sees it, she's like, "Wow, that's how did you grow a tree on there?"
It came with the tree. That's the crazy part. Oh no.
Incredible! I've never seen a Spelljammer like that.
Yeah, it's called a living and inside that tree, there's like a wood nymph living in there. Her name is Lyra.
Wood nymph?
She's a spirit that lives in the tree. She's like intrinsically, intricately like merged with the tree. So if the tree dies, not just the ship dies, but she dies too.
You mean like a dryad?
Oh. Yeah. That's exactly what I mean. I'm not very eloquent as I have learned just now.
Are we all back on the ship still, and so we can hear all this?
I don't know. Do you want to be?
Kinda, yeah.
Okay.
What the hell, bro?
So
Don't let me embarrass myself.
you see
Yeah.
Magpie bringing
Yeah, bye.
Salandra up through the cargo hatch into the ship.
Max, why are you bringing some random? Oh, You know
doing
everybody's
something.
still here, right?
I'm taking the runner. I'm taking one of the runners. I'll be back, man.
I don't matter to me. What was you guys talking about Lyra for?
Oh, because she's interested in how there's a tree on here. So I'm explaining the
Oh,
whole thing and how it works. You spend time
oh,
with her.
a
Why don't
little
you?
bit,
Yeah,
sure.
why don't
Professor,
you just spread your
Professor, it's a pleasure to see you again. I understand that my behavior last time we saw each other was uncalled for, so I would just very much like to extend my apologies. Um,
Apology accepted. What was your
as
name again?
Oh,
oh, name's Mock, captain of the ship. Uh, the
Wait,
changeling, and I'm gonna kind of just shapeshift a few times.
you're the
buddy, I
captain?
don't know if
It's
he
a long
was,
story. Anyway,
but
let me see if I can't help you guys out. Because if what Magpie is saying is true, and you want to meet Lyra, I'm gonna pull out my lute for a second. I'm gonna try to play some music. Just try to coax Lyra. While also saying, "Hey, I got somebody here. They would very much like to meet you. You don't have to say anything to me if you don't want." And I'm going to just head back to the top side of the deck.
Yeah, Lyra doesn't show up.
Bummer. I'll just
well,
leave while still playing some music.
wait a second. Can I nature check to like see from what I've like seen and heard from her, like what would make her come out? Is that a thing I can
You
do?
could make an insight check.
Ooh, insight. I have a +6 in insight. I rolled a 12. That's not very good.
From what you've seen, she's come out only very rarely. And it's either during important moments like when you first met her, or Maka died. So, yeah, she's not one for just like idle conversation. She doesn't just come out whenever you want her to.
She comes as she pleases. We've personally only met her twice.
I'll just
So I
take your
don't think there's
word for
very
it that she's here. That's okay.
yeah. Do you want
Dryads
to
are
meet?
known for being quite shy, I've heard. I'm surprised you've spoken with one at all. It's really quite spectacular.
She's only come out twice. Like when we first got the ship, and when Mock got really, really hurt. Yeah, trying to dodge the fact that he died.
Anyway, why don't we get changed and we can go out on the water?
What? Oh, sorry. Me as Marge was very surprised. That was me as Marge. That sounds good. You can go to There's a fire genasi here. She's also a woman. So if you would like, you can change there.
You don't just have like
And
a
I go.
bathroom or something?
I'm gonna pop my head in one more time. No, majority of us usually just piss off the side.
Were you just
That's not
standing
true.
there listening to us?
No, I've been playing mute. Not important. Later. Nah, I really am gonna dip away.
That guy's really strange.
He is a little peculiar, but he's still part of the crew, so it's fine.
I'm just gonna go get changed somewhere private.
I also get changed, but when I get changed, me and my casual clothes, it's just I'm very fuzzy. Like nobody's ever seen that I'm actually quite fuzzy as a rabbit,
I
Little do
mean,
we know is that
I
he's actually a biker.
think everyone would probably assume you are. It would be weird to assume that you'd got no fur down there when you've got fur on your face.
No, because
A
like you
naked
know
rabbit.
how. Like, wait, sorry, I'm eating. Like, some rabbits they have like very like flat fur, you know, but like magpies are like fluffy, you know. Like one of those rabbits that you can keep to produce yarn, you know.
Yes, I do know. Those are very, very thick things of fur, though. Like very thick.
Yeah, that's what magpie got.
My God. No wonder you didn't participate in the runner races or anything. You were dying from from heat exhaustion, just from existing.
Yep. This existence is very painful, Max. I know we've had our issues, but I need you to kill me.
Oh, please, by all means. You see Mock just pull out his dagger. Don't worry. Here, I can try to shave you up a little bit. It might help you out, let you breathe a little bit. Christ, have you really been walking around like this for ever since we met?
Yeah, it's true.
God, you're a lunatic. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and just I'm gonna lightly shear Magpie.
Hear him?
Oh my god,
Like
can
he's
he
a
roll to see
sheep?
if he gives me a bad haircut?
What are you gonna shear him
I'm
with? What,
I'm trying to help you.
you're just gonna cut his
Yeah, but
fur
I
with a
think it'd be
dagger or
funny.
something?
I'm gonna use the dagger. I'm just gonna kind of like lightly shear some of the excess fur off of Magpie while we're waiting on Salandra.
Hey, I guess roll a dexterity check.
Just a regular dex? All right, hang on. No,
Joe,
don't do
please.
this to me. I'm trying to help you. You're the one who called for the check.
Oh no.
I'll give you a roll.
I wanted to just leave it as is. Regular dex. Okay.
Oh, I thought you
I got
already
an
rolled it.
11.
Oh my god.
Okay, you create a small pile of magpie fur. And magpie
Nice.
doesn't have any bald spots.
Yippee!
It doesn't look great though. But he didn't shave you bald.
I'd say it's
Okay.
pretty good. I've never shaved a rabbit before, but I'll need some more
It's
practice with
fine.
this later.
Well, we're gonna have to wait 3 to 6 months for this to roll back, so.
3 to 6 months. How long have you been growing this for?
Wait, how old am I?
When was the
I'm
last time you
20.
got a haircut?
I was like 10. We were living on Eberron. It got cold where we were. We had winters. I don't know if you had winters, but I did.
Yeah, I had winters, but
I lived on a farm.
I lived in the city, in the slums.
Yeah, see, I lived on a farm. So I was outside, you know.
It's not important anyway. Look,
Don't be mad
the
because you
important
can't
thing
grow
is
food.
Mags, I understand you and I have had our problems. Okay. By the way, I'm saying this while I'm still kind of like just finishing up with some spots. You and I have had problems, and I get that. But you gotta at least understand that everything I have tried to do, I've done with the intention of bettering this crew. Okay.
I get that.
I
And I've
genuinely
disagreed.
want you. I want you and Salandra to work out. That's why I am being nice. That's why I'm trimming you right now. Even though you may hate me, and most of the crew does too, as much as it may seem like it, I don't hate any of you guys.
Well, I can't say the same thing. I kind of hate your guts, but I am willing
That's
to try to be civil.
What's
that's
that
fine.
image?
I don't need you guys.
We sound
Need you
like a
guys to
divorced
like me.
couple.
That's an incredible gift.
Yeah.
I've never needed you guys to like me back. We need to make sure you guys are fine. Yeah. Other than that, you should be good.
Yeah.
I'm not keeping that up, by the
So
way.
I hope you know I won in the captain title since you died. So have fun, and then I just like leave. Like that's just like the last piece of information I give to Mac as I leave.
with that info, I will clean up, but I'm gonna take Magpie's fur and I'm gonna just go dump it into his bed and just kind of scatter it everywhere.
Okay.
That's fine. I'm a rabbit. Like, this is chill. This
You
is just more
find
bed.
Magpie's bed, and it's already covered in his hair. He's shedding it all the time.
I'm gonna put more. I'm gonna make it more there.
It's like
Make a plushie out of
it like
it.
barely looks
He's
any
been shaved.
different.
He's been shaved now, so his hair is a lot shorter.
Oh my god, you know what you should do? You should make a magpie effigy and just like put it in my bed.
What?
I'll think about that.
A
I'll think
magpie
about that.
voodoo doll made out of hair.
Uh-huh.
Magpie voodoo doll. That would be fun. If Casey would allow me to do that, I totally would try to make one just to have fun with it.
What the hell?
Can we roll before the date starts, please?
Oh, by Kayla.
Yeah, you know what? Can I try to make a magpie voodoo doll?
You don't need to make a check. Alright, if you want to make a creepy little doll, that's your prerogative, man.
Yeah, but I want to mess. I want to try. I want to use it and try to infuse magic into it to mess with him.
What? That's not a thing. You can't just make up magic.
Yeah, you totally can.
What spell do you have that lets you do that?
Pick it up.
You
It's
can't
not
just.
a lie. It's just like I twist his arm in one way and it makes his arm fling like a lunatic.
What the fuck? You're not an artificer. That's not a thing.
Nails, I need your help.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
are you gonna make a hair golem?
No. No.
Come on, it'll be
You-
funny.
You hear the sound of music in his room. Right, he's in his room right now. You hear the sound of music, and the music just gets slightly louder.
I'll give you 30 gold.
Well, you just make a doll. No, nothing, no special anything.
Magic infused doll.
It's
That's
not magic
infusion.
infused. There's no
I
magic.
I don't think the magic
Lame.
you're looking for, I can't produce it. The only infusion I could probably make is that one common doll item. Talking doll, that's it.
Voodoo magic.
While this stuffed doll is within 5 feet of you, you can spend a short rest telling it to say up to 6 phrases, none of which can be more than 6 words long, and set a condition under which the doll speaks each phrase. You can also replace old phrases with new ones. Whatever the condition is, it must occur within 5 feet of the doll for it to make it speak.
That's
Whenever someone picks up
crazy.
the doll, it might say, "I want a piece of candy." The doll's phrases are lost when your attunement to the doll does. So I can make that, right? It's a common infusion. I can make any common item is automatically an infusion I can make with replicate magic item.
Couldn't you use that
Oh my
other?
god, a little magpie doll that walks around. It just says either I'm gay or I hate everyone.
What happened?
Couldn't you use that other feature that you have, magical tinkering, to like?
I
Just
could
do
do
the
that,
same
yes.
thing. Just make make it say something.
I could, but right now I'm using it to play music in my room. Classical, loud music.
Fucking psychopath listens to classical music.
Me, I'm doing it to right now. That's how I get my headset in for this character. If you go to my,
Lunatic.
if you go and hover over my fucking Discord profile, you'll see that I'm listening to some right now.
Psychopath.
What the fuck? Okay. Well, Magpie, you walk back into the cargo hold, and you find Lysandro's now changed into a one-piece bathing suit, ready to get on the water.
I get down on one knee and propose.
One Piece?
What? One knee, asshole. But no, that's not what I actually do.
Have you never seen a one-piece bathing suit?
One
They're
Piece?
kind of hot, man. I
Like
don't
the
know.
show?
No, one piece. Like, oh my god.
Not like
It's
a
a one piece.
Oh, a tankini. A tankini.
One Piece.
Like it's a bikini, but like if the
Yes,
the,
I know what it is. I know what it is.
Okay, I was gonna get a headache. I was about to start like screaming. I was gonna block you.
Good. Let's ruin your day by giving you a headache.
Joke's on you. I always have a headache.
Good.
Caffeine induced, in specific.
So
Yeah, I go. Wow, you look wonderful. You look amazing.
you look good too. I like the haircut.
Thank you. It was done 5 minutes ago by Mark Duppy. If you ever want to get your hair cut by him.
At least that's one thing he's
So,
good for, I suppose.
he is good for other things, like
I heard that.
he can drive the runner real well. But
What?
yeah, dude, I'm gonna get on the runner, and you get on it after me, so that you don't tip over and die. You know.
My runner's in my room.
Is it? Does
It
it even
is.
fit
What?
through the? How does it even fit through the door?
It's a big ass runner. Or no, I mean, it's
Yeah,
a big ass room, isn't it?
I mean, it's a big room,
Also,
I guess.
I can reduce the size of the runner by casting reduce on it.
All right.
Interesting.
Okay, before I go down and
Please
all of this
tell the
goes down,
dragon.
can I knock on Nails' door? Like, let's retcon, and like before this weird ass conversation about the bathing suit happened, can I knock on Nails' door?
You just
I
hear
want to
loud
meet.
music.
I want to meet the professor, so you're gonna have to do it after you guys changed.
We did. We're
Oh.
changed. Like, it's back.
Well, all right. So yeah, Nails will open the door, and there's this little. I made this little. I'm not saying like I made like a music box, but I kind of made a little like clockwork machine, right? And I'm just gonna use magical tinkering to say that it's playing music. That okay, Casey?
Okay, sure.
And it's playing classical music, right? And I open the door, and the fucking Nails comes out, and I'm like, yes.
Listen, dude, you are one of my closest friends on this boat, and I need a really, really, really big favor.
Okay.
Can I borrow your runner?
You just see like a random, pinkish purple, Triton wearing a bathing suit behind Magpie, like looking over his shoulder. Well, not over his shoulder, just over him, because way shorter than her.
If you were
That's
human,
so
you'd try to get
mean.
your shot.
Please,
Uh,
man, please.
Very well. Come on in. I will start getting it out. And he's gonna open his door to let the two in.
2 hours
I
later
go-
of a sibling.
I don't think we've
I
met
go,
before.
he's friendly, it's fine.
My name
It is.
Professor
I'm sorry, go
Cilantro.
ahead.
I'm from the Whitecrest University.
Oh. It is a pleasure to meet you, Professor. I am Nails. He holds his hand out.
She shakes it, and while she does, she like looks down at your hands. Wow, are you? Pardon me, but are you an automaton?
That is correct. I am a warforged. I am from Eberron. I am the neoteric, artificing, innovating labor strategist.
Oh, you come from the same place
Nails.
that Magpie does.
Correct.
That's fascinating. I've only ever met autognomes, and you seem similar, but at the same time quite different.
I've never met a autognome. I've only heard stories from Professor Axel.
Wasn't Charlemagne an autognome? I thought you met Charlemagne.
I didn't meet
No?
He
Charlemagne.
never met Charlemagne, but yes, Charlemagne was an autognome.
Oh, when did we meet Nails?
We
Way
kinda lost
before.
We met.
Oh no! When did you
Nails
meet
had
me,
the
or when did
problem
we
where
lose me?
Oh, when did he
if you
come
remember,
back?
Ace had to take a break for a while, and he came back like right short, like this session after no,
A couple sessions
Yes.
after Charlemagne's death,
the
right?
session after. So there was the session Charlemagne died. Then there was the big battle. We jutted out of there after we destroyed the undertow, and those happened in 2 sessions, and we saw Nails at the end of that session, and he was with the Githyanki, and it was all at the start of the next session.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like we met. Ace was on Scylla, but only for like, he was there for like maybe at most like 6 hours, which for us was like a third of the session. And even then, for the majority of it, he didn't really interact with anything.
Nor did I don't think I didn't see much, so I'm probably gonna go do some sightseeing after this. But Nails, the 7-foot warforged, will pull his sleeves up a little bit and hold his repulsors towards the runner, and he's gonna cast Reduce on it, Casey, just so he can get it out of the room.
Oh, I see. I was like, you making it tiny for Magpie?
That's so.
Oh my
funny.
god, that's so you are going to hell, Casey.
It only lasts for a
Full
minute,
size
so.
Titan.
But yes, I will get the Kraken now, and I'm going to say, please be careful. I trust you.
Thank you, man. I'll be back. I'll be back when I come back. Bye bye.
Understood. Have a good time. See you later, Professor.
It was nice meeting you, Nails.
A pleasure.
And I, like, as I get on the runner, right, and I turn it on, and I go, he's great, huh?
I gotta say, all of your crewmates are really something special.
Well, you haven't met all of them. You haven't met the Fire Genasi, and I know that you remember Juan. So, but oh my God, should I show her the dragon? Should I show her the ship dragon?
If you decide to come back, right,
Reintroduce
and not run into the
Vaughn.
sunset, then
Huh?
that would be a cool surprise, like when you come back.
Oh,
Reintroduce Fawn and just be like, hi. And if it just happens to introduce Orion, then we go from there.
oh, I cast sending, and I go, Fawn, get over here with Orion, and I just say please for the remainder of words that I have left.
Wait, you have sending too?
Hey, hang on.
Yeah.
2 seconds. Be right back.
Okay, that's good because I have to wash my iced coffee cup so I can make another iced coffee. I'm on my third
I need
payday.
my Wi-Fi to come back, and it's pissing me off that it's not.
Why isn't it on? Can't you just
I don't know,
complain?
because we live in the desert, and they suck out here.
You know
Shit
what? You were
drops for
right.
literally no reason.
Because when my ex-husband was like in the desert, he had to steal his colonel's satellite phone to call me.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Yeah, and that is my inspiration for this interaction, by the way. Like my ex-husband used to paint my nails. He would let me go to buffets by myself while he was in America. It was great. We almost eloped. Never let me do that again, guys. And that was stupid.
I had to poop.
I'm back.
Wait,
What are we doing?
Magpie has sent a sending towards me to like get Orion later. So right now I'm just thinking of a response.
okay, I'm back. Is Casey back?
Casey,
He had to step away too.
Well, if he's not back yet, I'm gonna. Oh, I have this like chocolate moringa drink. It's delicious. So yummy.
I need
Internet?
Yes, but that's not what I was gonna say. Dead by Daylight's next. Oh, Cocaine Owlbear. That sounds awesome.
Wait, if you have Dead by Daylight, can we play together? I have the game, but I have no one to play with, so it kind of sucks.
Yeah, I play solo. I play solo on everything, and it's miserable, and I want to kill myself while playing it because, well, yeah.
Either we should
What was I gonna
play.
say? Sure, I'm down. One of my what was I gonna say? Fuck.
I'm sorry.
Right. No, because the new DLC, the DLC that they're apparently going to be releasing after Lara Croft is going to be Castlevania, and I'm a huge Castlevania fan.
For Dead by Daylight?
Yeah, they've already
Oh,
released the trailer for. They've already released the Castlevania trailer. They released almost immediately after the D&D announcement, and it's going to be
Gotcha.
Dracula, and it looks so fucking good. The Lord of
Oh, you're back,
Darkness is
Casey?
coming.
I'm back.
Alright.
I'm back.
All right, Magpie.
I'm Joe.
How many times have you driven a runner
My
before?
response is
Once, but the last time I did it really well.
Okay. So when you get on and grab the handles at the front, feel that jolt run through your fur like static electricity, and then this tingling sensation, and the runner begins to lift off the ground, and you feel Lysandra hold on to you tight. Are you gonna take it out of the tower and stuff?
Gas it
And
straight.
I go straight to the sea.
Well, you have to go down the big elevator, but they do accommodate craft-like runners. They actually have a special elevator shaft just for vehicles.
Ooh, I take that.
You guys go all the way down to the water's surface, and when the runner touches the water, you notice it begins to glide over the top, leave a small wake behind it. Like the surface of the water
Oh,
is
what?
slightly disturbed by the runner, even though it's not quite touching the water.
Yeah, I start driving around, doing tricks, just like anything to impress this woman holding on to me.
Have you ever actually ridden on a jet ski? Like IRL?
Like me as Marge?
Yeah. Well,
I gone paragliding. It's pretty fun.
It's a lot like that, and there's a lot of other people doing that sort of stuff on the water too that you see.
Oh,
But
then this should be easy. Do I get advantage on any trick shots that I do since I actually know how to do this IRL?
what kind of trick shot are you gonna do? What does that even mean?
I don't actually know what they're called, but like like when you, I don't know what it's called in English, but like when you kind of pony the jet ski. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't really know what you're talking about.
See, Ace knows what I'm talking about. Please explain.
What is ponying
What?
a jet ski?
It's like when you move like, it's like riding a horse. Like when you move like back and forth like a lot, like not just like in frequency but in intensity.
Like when
This
you're
is amazing.
riding over choppy waters and stuff?
Yes, but you can do that in like calm waters if you know how to do it.
Okay, well the waters out in the Port Denali seas, they're very choppy, so you get absolutely soaked from head to toe, whole fur just drenched.
Ew.
But
Have you guys ever seen a wet rabbit? I don't know if I want to see that. But
But
yeah.
Lysandra has a great time. When you take some of the turns, she like yells real loud and laughs. Yeah, it's a good
Wow.
time. You spend the whole evening just driving around. She even
Hooray!
points you over to some points of interest around the city to go and check out. There's a whole part of the city that's like built entirely out of wood and is sort of more ramshackle and has all these like fishing boats near it, and you see these like long lines that stretch out in the water, these ropes that are covered in these vines, and you see that below the water there are these huge rows of seaweed growing up onto these ropes. He tells you that these are the farms, the seaweed farms.
Huh. No wonder people in Port Denali look so pretty if there are seaweed farms. Good for your health, good for your skin. Like,
Anyway, was there anything special you wanted to do on your date otherwise?
um, damn, I haven't been on a date in forever. I don't even know what to do anymore.
Rabbit D! Rabbit D!
What?
What?
They said, is there any other special thing you want to do while you're out on this drive? And I said, give her the rabbit D.
No.
Now that is
They just-
inappropriate.
That is just not nice.
That's so funny though.
Can I try to like go further than any of the runners are like willing to go to, so she can see what like just the bare water is like on the surface, you know? Just am I making sense?
I mean, yeah, you can go out as far as you want. There's nothing stopping you.
Ooh, can I make the runner like jump? Like, you know, on a jet ski? Like you can kind of make it jump. You know what I'm talking about?
Sure, make a dex check.
Yeah,
Just raw dexterity.
Oh my god, I got a 3. As long as I don't destroy the runner, I'm good. I'm fine.
You jump over a particularly large wave, and it sends you like airborne a little bit, but then the runner like falls back down and hits the surface of the water, and Salandra just goes flying off the back.
Oh my god. Like, I run after her. I run her after her. I go, oh my god, are you okay? I am so sorry. I should have like said to hold on tighter. Maybe I shouldn't have taken a risk like that. And I start babbling about all the things I could have done better. I'm like, oh my god, I am so sorry.
She's just like laughing and casually swimming. Like you can see, like she's a really good swimmer, obviously, because she's a Triton. And she's just laughing and is like, "This is too much fun." And she climbs back on.
What? As this happens, around what time is it? Like,
well, by the time you finish up with your runner business and start to see the sun cresting over the horizon, in the sky you see that giant red moon above.
oh no, not the red moon. Wait, was the moon red when we went under the sea? And
yeah,
like,
it's always red. It's
yes.
It's the big Kahuna. It's just like that.
I forgot. It was like a long ass time ago.
It's not just like a red moon. Like its surface isn't like red. It's actually like glowing, like orange and red. Because it's like
it's a moonstorm.
It's completely covered in lava. It's covered
in a moonstorm. Remember?
Oh yeah.
storm.
Its
And I
entire
go, oh my.
its entire surface is just like covered in lava, so it actually like glows, even if it's like
I,
behind the planet.
that's such a slay. But also, I go, the last time I saw the big kahuna, okay, I kind of thought I was gonna die. Because we were like
We almost
rescuing.
did.
What?
No, I'm just talking to myself, but we almost did die. You remember, you
Yeah,
and I were
like,
down to like 2 HP each.
yeah, but we made it. Uh-huh.
We did. We did. Sorry, I was just talking to myself out loud. My bad.
Yeah, I go, because we were trying to rescue Professor Exo. The university didn't have the resources to go that deep down. So it was kind of scary. But we made it. We're here. I'm here with you. And that's great. I'm very happy.
You're crazy, Magpie. I've never even seen a moonstorm from the surface. I've only ever seen it from below.
Well, this is only the second time I've ever seen a moonstorm. And the first time I saw a moonstorm, I was going way, way under the water.
Oh,
And
you don't need to
killing a
worry.
bunch
It's
of
not.
Swahili.
There's no moonstorm happening right now. It's not that close. It would be way bigger if it was a moonstorm.
Oh. Well, you know what this calls for? Dinner by the bay.
Sounds good to me. Did you have anything in mind?
Yeah, I'm the resident cook on the ship, so if you don't want to try my cooking, we can go, you know.
I'd love to try
So,
your cooking.
oh my god. Oh my god. Oh yeah. I escort her back. Like we're back on the boat.
Nails, you notice that your runner is just completely drenched in water.
It's
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 not the
honestly on brand.
it's not
I'm actually
broken.
kind of proud to see that it's wet because it's the Kraken.
But you do know that salt water corrodes metal, so you're gonna have to like
That
clean it now.
that thought comes in. You know what? I'll get the chance once the professor walks away. I'm gonna pull uh Magpie to the side. Just once they have a moment, right?
I'll
I'll
pay
bring
for
Magpie.
rescue.
No need, no need. The owner should take care of it. And I'm gonna tap your shoulder. And I technically I don't know how to do this without making a reference. I don't know if anyone has seen Futurama, right? But whenever Bender has to like make some sort of like whenever they make a look with their eyes, they have a little fucking eye slit that comes down, right? He has like lenses, right? I do the same thing, right? My eyes have little fucking I don't know how to explain it, right? If you guys get it, you
I know
get
what
it.
you're talking about. I know what
Oh,
you're talking
good.
about.
Oh, good. So there's like these little fucking steel lenses that come down to make it so that his eyes are doing it. No, like it's chill, right? He's giving a chill look. He's touching your shoulder and it's saying, "Don't worry, the owner will clean it up. It's yours now, my friend."
I just got a runner. Oh my god.
I'll build a new one.
Now I could just pay for this one and like pay for another. You know what? We'll talk about that later. I gotta cook. Like,
Understood.
Fawn, can you please do me a favor and bring Orion outside?
I think I'm too busy like trying to build Orion's board on the tree to do that.
So no Orion for Salandra is what I'm hearing.
I
No,
don't bring him
it's
down.
fine. It's fine. It's fine. Like I'll find another way. No, I just take her to what's her cafeteria called? Is it just cafeteria? Is
What
it
cafeteria? The Whitecrest University cafeteria?
no the
our
boat?
our ship.
Oh, you're talking about your mess hall? The galley is the
Oh
kitchen.
yeah. whatever our cafeteria is called. I take her there. It's
Okay.
not very pleasant, but it's very
mess hall?
cozy. Huh?
Isn't it called the mess hall?
Yeah, it's mess
The
hall.
mess
Oh.
hall. I take her to the mess hall. And it's cozy, but it's not very nice. And I go, I'm sorry, it's not the best, but you know, having this many people to take care of, it's you take what you can, you know?
I think it's lovely in here. I love the decorations.
Oh. Can I say that fear made these decorations?
I
Please.
made the decorations.
Oh yeah! I'm sorry. I
You claim that
forget.
fear did? Oh, I'm hurt.
I don't
I'm
think it's
sorry.
Vanity.
I'll buy you a new runner. I'm sorry. But yeah, no, Nails, the Warforged, the auto gnome looking guy, he made the decorations.
Wow, he's really proficient. Is he your ship's bosun?
Essentially, yes. He can fix anything. He can make a lot of things. I don't know if he can make anything, but in my mind, he can make almost anything.
Did he make himself? I don't know anything about Warforged. I didn't want to assume.
Casey, would I know about the Warforged?
You definitely know Warforged don't make themselves. Doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, but like, do I know exactly how they're made? Like,
You don't know the exact process.
do I know that he's kind of a tree inside? Do I know that?
I mean, it's obvious he's got wooden parts, but you don't know that about the living wood thing.
Oh yeah, that's the one thing about the Warforged that I don't like. That they're a fucking tree on the inside.
They're
Can
not
I
a
replace that with
tree.
full metal?
They're not a tree. They just have
Well,
living
they're not a
wood.
tree. It's just like a but like,
You're made
can I
out of.
replace? Can I replace that with better metal later? I don't like the fact
That
that I'm
would
like.
kill you.
Oh man. Let me Frankenstein a new body.
No, I'm gonna go. I must confess, I don't really know how nails came to be, but I do know for a fact that they can't just will themselves to be. They have to be made by someone else.
You know, that makes a lot more sense than what I was thinking. Forgive me, I'm stupid.
You are the most intelligent woman I know. Like, I don't know why you say that.
I just happen to know a few things about astrophysics. I'm ignorant
The
of quite
most
a few other
difficult
things.
the most difficult thing to learn. Like, who looks at the stars and goes, I want to know everything about it. Not a lot of people, but you did, and that's amazing.
I suppose, but I could have learned something else. Everybody knows something about something. I mean, you're a man of religion. That's something I don't know anything about.
Oh my god, is this my chance to convert Salandra into Prothism? Oh my
Rothism.
god. Yeah, I talk all about it while I cook. Like, as I cook, I go, well, it's kind of a fringe belief, because not a lot of people believe in it, but I think it makes sense. So, remember when I said I was from Eberron? Like, we believe that Eberron is on the back of a giant turtle. And we think that because, you know, the world is so beautiful. And who else can make that but nature itself? But does nature, like, this is too hard. Can I just, like, say that I go on about practice and explain my religion as I
She
cook
listens
for her?
intently. Occasionally, she's like, "I wonder how large would he have to actually be to have his own atmosphere?" She's like trying to like think about it, like as if he was a celestial body.
I don't know. But if we ever get there, like if I ever get to see my home planet again, I'd definitely come back and tell you about it. Whisk, whisk, whisk. Fry, 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 you know?
Okay. So you and do you have a private dinner, or are you just gonna invite the whole crew?
Yes. I lock the door. I go, you know what? No one's coming inside. It's just me, Salandra, and Gert. Like, just us.
Mock wishes to cast sending and warn her of the dangers of a rabbit.
What?
I'm literally
I
just.
kid.
No, don't. Joe.
I kid, but that would be really funny. Just everybody just hears a door slam and all of a sudden just like, oh fuck, she's got her in her clutches. Everybody save her.
But it ends up I'm the one being stepped on. Like, it's fine.
So what do you make for her?
What I normally eat. Vegetarian food. But I played it up all nice. So
Do
it
you-
looks like super fancy.
Are you a vegetarian, Marge?
Like Marge Marge or Marge Magpie?
Like Marge, like you, the player.
No. I like vegan food, but you know what? I'll tell the story after we stop recording. But yeah.
Well, as she's eating, she's like, "Oh my gosh, I've never had vegetables this fresh before. Did you grow these on the ship?"
We do have a little garden plot. It doesn't create much, but it's enough to feed 11 of us. So,
This is better than what they serve at the college. Let me tell you what.
if you want, I can send you away with some vegetables and herbs. So you can sneak into the kitchen at night and cook for yourself.
I'm not much of a cook. I'm honest.
Well, maybe next time I'm here, or if we don't leave by tomorrow, I can teach you.
That sounds great.
I don't know.
Hey,
I don't
Abby and I are
know.
going to be disappearing for just a second. I apologize. Our Wi-Fi just came back.
Hooray! Yippee!
Nice.
We are eating under candlelight, and by candlelight I mean, do I have the cantrip prepared? Please.
You can just light an
Uh,
actual candle. Sure, you have
Fine.
one.
I wanted it to be cool and magical, but no, Casey, my DM stomps on my dream.
What spell were you even trying to see if you had?
Fairy fire. I
What?
do not.
That's not even what that spell does.
It makes lights, no?
It does.
It makes lights that like attach to people.
You should do continual flame. That. Oh wait, never mind.
You know what? We'll discuss this and look at the spell lists later. But yeah, we're having dinner. It's great. We're talking and we're laughing about stupid things I have done while out in space.
And she listens intently to every detail. She's like, "Is it true that you guys fought a dragon? I know you said that in the letter, but I can't believe it. It's too crazy."
Well, is she wearing the necklace set I gave her?
Yes.
Yippee! So I go, you know that necklace and earring set I sent to you last time?
Oh, this?
Yeah, it's made out of dragon scale. That's why it's so luminescent.
Wow, from a lunar dragon. So that's why it has that sheen. I thought it was just pearl.
No, why would I give you something as common as pearl? And I am underplaying pearls because I know that they're quite difficult to get. And when I can get you a dragon scale, you know?
I feel bad now. You've given me such wonderful gifts, and well, I feel like mine isn't really much in comparison.
You know, I feel the exact opposite. Like, I give you these frivolous things that I can just buy with money or have made, but you got me something that could save my life.
Hey,
Save my life so I can come back to you. And that's amazing.
Well, it's something I hope you never have to use.
I hope so too, but I will definitely keep it by my desk. So, whenever, whenever, oh my god, whenever I look at it, I can think of you. It's a wonderful, bright pink, just like you.
Oh, nice. But it's getting quite late. I think I need to go home.
I'll take you. And we just whack around town like little old us back to the university.
Okay.
Yippee.
Well, she doesn't live at the university, actually. She has a home off
Oh,
campus.
oh my god. I sound like, those little kids that think that their teachers live at school. That's what I sound like right now.
you do sound like that. Cut that shit out.
Because that's how I
I mean,
think, but
Professor
still.
Exel did live on campus. Some of the professors do. It's just that she doesn't.
Ah, is it because she's not tenured?
No, it's because she's actually from
Ah.
this city.
Oh, I was gonna say, I'm really mean. That's really not nice. Like,
Well,
rubbing it in her face.
she's not technically originally from this city, but she has her family has an estate.
Yeah.
But yeah, you
Yes.
arrive at the gates to her family's estate, which is quite opulent actually. You've never been to this place before. It's a rather large one. It's one of those ones that's like its own like little private island. That's like cordoned off on its own.
I go, whoa, you never told me you were a princess.
It's my family's estate. I live with my parents still. I hope you don't think less of me for that.
Absolutely not. I lived with my parents until I came here. So, I wouldn't judge you. Never. This is so
Well,
cringe.
she just like sort of like rocking back and forth on her feet. Seems like she doesn't know what to do.
I pretend to be super confident and I go, I'll see you. Hopefully tomorrow. If we leave by tomorrow, I'll make sure to see you before I leave.
Yeah, for sure. Sounds great.
Good night. And I'll wait for her to get behind the gates of her estate before I leave.
Make an insight check.
Insight.
Oh, I know where this is going.
I'm scared.
I know where this is going.
I got a 26.
Oh fuck.
I got a
As-
nat 20 and a 6.
As you tell her goodbye, you see just very subtly there's a pang of disappointment on her face. But she smiles anyway and says, "Good night," and just begins to walk back to her house.
I cut her off. I go, wait.
She
Wait.
stops.
Crap. I go on my tiptoes and I kiss her.
She accepts your kiss.
Yippee!
Oh, everybody, round of applause.
This is Magpie's first kiss, by the way, because he's a priest,
Hold on, sorry.
No. Are you okay? I hate that.
This is gonna be on the YouTube video. Like, this is audible in YouTube right now.
I know.
I think that's why they did it.
We had to celebrate.
It's worth it.
Magpie popped his cherry with a kiss. His kiss cherry.
It's kiss cherry. Oh, I mean, if you consider kissing an idol of Prathis like a kiss, then I guess he didn't. But like with like an actual person, yeah.
Yeah.
Hooray!
Well,
Did you use
No,
tongue?
I do not do that. It was very
I-
nice, very chaste, very. I really like you. I can't wait to kiss you again, kind of kiss. You know.
well, after it's over, she gives you a hug and says, "Good night, Magpie. See you tomorrow," and hurries back into her home.
There's a spring in my step. I'm hopping. I'm bunny hopping all the way back to the boat. And then go like I just slap Joe in the face. No, not Joe. I slap Mark in the face and I go, you know what? I don't hate your guts anymore. Life is good now. And I just skip and make a feast for the crew.
Nice.
I'm gonna kind of just. I'm gonna touch my cheek for a second. Just, the fuck just happened? I'm gonna take another look down the hall to go say, "Hey, I'm gonna." Oh, I see what happened. Okay.
Hey, I'm back. I'm gonna go get some chicken. But they kissed, right?
Yeah,
Yes, we kissed.
that happened.
Yeah.
What part of the chicken did you get?
It's one of those Costco chickens.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, but what body part of the chicken
I
It's
gotta
do you have?
to
full
drum. What
bird,
do you
I
mean
think.
you're sorry?
Because Costco
Oh.
chicken.
It's good.
Wait. Did you cook it or was it already cooked?
It was already cooked.
Oh, I'm not a fan of those. I'm not a
It's
fan of
the
them.
best.
Every time I've ever had any of those from any store ever, Costco included, it's just tasted so disgustingly dry. It's borderline burnt for me.
What?
Yeah.
Maybe you just have a bad Costco experience.
Yeah, because this fucking chicken is juicy.
I think their pizza and their hot dogs are good.
They are good.
Just anytime I've ever gotten a cooked chicken from anywhere, it's just tasted so bone dry.
Sorry, I didn't
is
mean
it
to.
fried or rotisserie? Ace, fried or rotisserie?
It's a rotisserie.
Woo! I love that.
Maybe it's just a personal preference thing, but that's just been my experience with it. So
Maybe you just go to terrible Costco's.
I only have one Costco near me.
There are 3 in my city. I'll take you, Joe, when
alright.
you go on the
Go ahead.
cruise.
You
Anyway,
I doubt I'm gonna be able to, which sucks.
So that's Magpie's day. Magpie's day out.
That was pleasant.
that was nice.
Anybody else on the crew want to do some stuff while you're in Port Denali? I will let you guys know I did update the Mercane catalog. So if you wanted to
Casey.
do a little bit of shopping, you can.
Casey,
How did you know?
I will leave Abby if you accept her wedding ring. I don't have one, but this is in exchange
What?
for
Oh,
you know.
he added it. He added it, guys. I don't have money. He added it, but I don't have enough money.
Why don't you wait? How do you not have money? You have like 1,000 gold.
He doesn't
I
have
have
enough.
1,600. I don't have enough.
Are you talking about the portable hole?
Yes. Also, he didn't change the ring of feather falling.
Hey, maybe that's like a hint.
Wow.
It's like might be kind of good for the
Where?
place you guys are about to go.
I have feather fall.
Have you guys thought about the fact that you're gonna go to a gas giant where there's no ground to stand on?
Yes.
And if you fall, like you fall forever?
Yes.
Just something to think about, you know?
Well, Casey, besides the Mercane catalog, can I find? Maybe I asked Axel, but can I find someone that can sell an immovable rod?
Wait, the removable rod's on the Mercane catalog already.
Yes, it is.
Oh, I didn't even see that. Okay. Hold on.
I can swim.
What is wrong, man? There's a burrito sitting in front of me, and I don't want to eat it.
What is wrong with you?
I need
That's delicious.
3,005.
Oh no.
3,050. Okay. 3,050. I have.
Wait, can I sell my ring of mind shielding to get to get the Ring of Feather Falling?
How much is the Ring of Mind Shielding worth again?
300.
So you'll get like 150 for some.
150. Well, that leaves me with not a lot of money.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
But I'm gonna look for other stuff to sell in my inventory.
Yeah, no.
Wow.
I gotta do the same.
I'm not giving up my amulet of health. Fuck that. How much is my block of incense worth? Because I have 2, and I'm assuming they're actually made out of weed and not incense. Incense?
It's just a weed.
Yeah, I got like 2 kilos of weed. How much would it be to sell 1 of my kilos?
It costs the same amount regardless. You're not going to be able to make it worth more just because you say it's weed.
Okay, but how much is it? Because it doesn't say.
If it
Oh, Casey.
it doesn't
Such an
say
expensive
anywhere,
fucking
like
number.
if you well, if it doesn't say, I'll just say it's $5.
You know what? I need that weed, so I'm not gonna do that. What is a sensor? What is...
A censer
gonna-
is like it's a thing basically you can burn like incense in and you can kind of like sway it around to kind of spread it. It's a religious thing.
Yeah, I think like
that's what it's called.
yeah, they use that in Catholic churches, I think.
Hey, what
I
did we
know,
do with
and-
the other ship actually?
What?
Oh yeah, how much is the other ship? How do I what do I sell
Oh
it for?
yeah. Can
Ah.
we call out can we give it to sell it to the Mercane actually?
Yikes. I kind of forgot to deal with that when you guys entered the city.
We were gonna let the people go. Like, if
Oops.
they want to tell their boss that they failed, that's fine. We're not gonna kill them.
Yeah.
But we are
kept
gonna.
the ship.
But I do ask the bug lady, the 3 crane lady, where are the papers for this?
Wait. Oh, you're asking
Where are
like
the papers?
the Spelljammer?
Yes.
You know where the papers
okay.
are?
Hang on. So when you guys arrived back in the city, what actually happened is when the Port Authority brought you in, they actually directed the other ship separately to go somewhere else. And basically, what the Port Authority told you guys when you explained the situation is that there is not enough evidence to prove that piracy occurred, but they will allow you to keep whatever you want from the ship since you've taken possession of it. But the ship
Okay.
itself is going to be impounded by the Port Authority until further notice.
Gotcha. Was there anything on the ship that was that seemed valuable enough to sell besides the 5,000 gold we found?
Cannons?
They
The
didn't have
cannons?
cannons. They had 2 ballistas and a mangonel.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, but what if we detached that and sold it?
We don't have all of us. It would have to be a team effort. And even I just say we try and sell the ship to just make a little more gold, if that's
Well, because
even possible.
we can't sell the ship. That's the problem. They
Why can't we
impounded
sell it? Well, I
I
mean,
don't have ownership.
The
it's
Port
technically
Authority-
under. They said it's under ours. It's just gonna be impounded for the moment. So I mean,
No, the
They can't-
stuff is under.
They can't prove that piracy occurred, and they also can't prove that you own the ship. So you're not allowed
Yeah.
to just sell it.
Yeah.
okay, wait. I think I have something for this. Casey, do you have the book Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica?
No.
That is the D&D book. It's an
don't have
official
that book.
D&D book. Okay. So that book has a cantrip. I need you to just I hate to just like drop this on you. I was gonna ask you, but I need you to look at this cantrip just real quick. It's from an official book. It's a real cantrip. Could you just take a
What's
look at
the-
it real quick?
What's the cantrip?
It's called Encode Thoughts.
I don't like the fact that
I
you're
see
linking
what
me
you're
to the
wanting to
5e
do.
wiki dot.
Oh well, I don't have the book, but let me see if I can find it on official.
You pull
Okay.
an idea, a memory, an idea, or a message from your mind and transform it into a tangible string of glowing energy called a thought strand, which persists for the duration or until you cast the spell
Here
again.
you go, Casey. Here's the D&D Beyond. So just to make you think I'm not like fucking around.
Casting the spell while holding a thought strand allows you to instantly receive whatever memory, idea, or message the thought strand contains. So basically, what you're wanting to do is implant the idea that
Not the idea, the memory that we were attacked.
Casting a
But
spell
I
while
first need to
holding
see if Casey's okay with it.
Wait, why don't we just get the people on the ship to confirm? Because I know that we have hostages still.
I could just use suggestion and be hold on, let me see here. What could I do? I could just use charm person on him and try to convince it. Just be like, all right, go ahead and tell him everything.
Yeah, but charm person could be like lie. You want zone of truth.
I don't have zone of
I
truth
have
anymore.
that. I have
Elmer
that.
had it.
Magpie
I
has
have
that.
Yeah, what?
I have zone of truth.
Yeah, we could combine suggestion and zone of truth together.
That's a lot of spells, my friend.
Yeah,
Yeah, but we're not fighting.
Suggestion to be like, all right, you're going to talk. Use your words. And then zone of truth for them to automatically just say spill the beans and everything.
The Port
Well,
Authority
no.
is not going to allow you to perform your own interrogation. They're gonna do their
Well, they
own
can cast-
interrogation apart from you. They're just arresting those people themselves and are going to be
Well,
questioning them themselves.
What if I volunteer to cast Zone of Truth while they're there? I'm gonna be like, Zone of Truth! You know,
They just tell you
Keys of
they
truth.
just tell you no. They're not gonna allow
So
it.
this
Okay,
goes
but
back.
what about the cantrip, Casey?
What are you trying to do with it?
Well, I can. Okay. So
He wants
using
it-
the all-purpose tool, I can cast the cantrip. I can pull the memory, and they can watch the entire memory of what happened.
How are you able to cast this?
So all-purpose tool, the all-purpose tool, as an action, you can focus on the tool to channel your creative forces. Choose a cantrip that you don't know from any class list. For 8 hours, you can cast that cantrip, and it counts as an artificer cantrip for you. Once this property is used, it can't be used again until the next dawn. I only used this during the battle.
Weird.
Yeah, no, I really thought the all-purpose tool would do some cool shit with, like, tool checks, but it just gives you a free cantrip.
So
Concentrating
this
on...
still comes to the question of, is there anything else on the ship that seems to be of value other than the
Nothing
other
about
than the
this
5,000
spell
gold?
says that you can give other people like memories.
Well, that's the thing, right? It's like okay, they can like look into it though.
It allows you to read or manipulate the thoughts of others. So what this is saying, really, from what I'm seeing here, is that you can use it to mess with other people's thoughts,
No.
or you can casting the spell will hold. Oh, here. You pull a memory, an idea, or a message from your mind and transform it into a tangible string of glowing energy called a thought strand, which persists for the duration or until you cast the spell again. The thought strand appears in an unoccupied space within 5 feet of you as a tiny, weightless, semi-solid object that can be held and carried like a ribbon. It's otherwise stationary. If you cast this spell while concentrating on a spell or an ability that allows you to read and manipulate thoughts, i.e., detect thoughts or modify memory, you can transform the thoughts or memories you read rather than your own into a thought strand. Casting a spell while holding a thought strand allows you to instantly receive whatever memory, idea, or message the thought strand contains. So it sounds like, what it sounds like is it's something that only you can do to yourself.
Yeah, it doesn't
Like as if
really...
you put
it
a memory
seems...
in.
But others can read into it if they were to use detect thoughts or modify memory.
That's not how this is read. It's read with detect thoughts and modify memory. It allows you to manipulate another person's thoughts.
Yeah, I'm not
Really?
seeing anything on the spell that allows other people to interact with the thought
Yeah.
strands.
Oh,
It seems-
that's so
You
lame.
can
Alright, never
manipulate
mind.
somebody else's thoughts with detect thoughts, but you can't
I thought the idea was
transfer
that you
those
can take
thoughts.
a memory, you turn it into a string, and the people can look into the string.
Yeah, it
Something
doesn't
like a
actually
Harry Potter
say
thing,
anything
but-
about other people doing that with the string. It only lets you do that with the string.
Yeah.
Damn. All right. Well, the only other thing that I could do,
You
I
know
don't
what's
know if
funny?
they'll take it, but I could use magical tinkering to like play back a voiceless video.
You know what's funny?
That's still not like
when I
evidence exactly, because
Yeah.
you can just make it whatever you want.
when I
That's fair.
googled encode thoughts 5e, yeah, it popped up with the Wikidot version, but immediately after that, it pops up with the Reddit post of encode thoughts useless question mark. I just
Anyway,
think that's really funny.
so what happens is the ship is impounded, the crew is arrested under suspicion of piracy, and the Port Authority
Yep.
will determine if they actually did piracy or not. And you guys got to keep whatever loot you wanted from the ship, but you're not going to be able to sell the ship itself.
So
So
what
what
was
loot did we get?
So
You
what
got
did the
5,000 gold. You already got the
Oh.
loot. You
was
already
there
did that.
anything
Alright.
else other than that seemed like it might have been of value? I don't remember.
Not really.
Okay.
Why don't we
Can we-
strip the inside? Oh,
Yeah,
how
can we-
many supplies are in there?
Can we sell the weapons?
The weapons? No, because it's part of the ship. It's not something you can easily extract from it.
Yeah, but like rations. Do they have rations we can take?
You can take their rations, sure.
Yeah, how much we're on there? So I can just go add those real quick.
You can add like 20 rations.
20 rations. Hell yes.
It's like another 2 days.
That jumped us from 86 to 106.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay. Casey, how much can we sell the Velamir's runner?
Hey!
If you
What?
wanted to sell the runner, it's worth about 1,200 gold.
Oh
Two
yeah.
runners.
That's wonderful.
1,200 you said?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean I'll build another one. That's one thing, right? But also
That's not an easy
I-
thing to build.
No, it's not.
Not trivial.
Okay. No, but or I'll
It
probably
requires-
buy another one later down the line, but I'm the one that brought in Velamir's fucking thing afterwards. If you guys don't mind.
Well, to be fair, it wasn't really his. It was the Planet Crackers. But I'm just saying, we had a second runner. You know, not
Yeah, but we
easy
need
to
at
come
least
by.
one, right?
Well, we had another one, but you destroyed it.
I didn't destroy it yet.
Like I said,
Not you, Mom. He
Like I
destroyed the
said.
swordfish.
like I said, not easy to come across.
Yeah, they are. We bought 2 broken ones on the planet. When
What
we
happened to the 2 broken ones? We only bought 1.
did we only buy one? I could have sworn.
Yeah,
we
you
bought
bought
two.
Turned into
one.
the Kraken. The
Oh,
swordfish was
that's
originally
right.
Amelia's.
I mean, I want to be that one dickhead where I sell the thing and everyone else needs it.
It's not so much that we need it. It's just out of the fact of it's out of the concept of hey, we have 2 runners with us, and runners aren't the easiest thing in the world to come by. I'm not saying I'm outright 100% against it. I'm just saying I'm proposing the question of, do we really think it's a good idea?
Well, I mean, Nails can just make another runner, no?
I mean, it's not easy to make another runner, but if I were to find another
not-
runner,
Yeah. And that's
So if
the only
y'all
thing I'm
pick
trying to
me-
say is is it a good idea? Is it not? Abby, what do you 2 think? Good answer. Well, they're with me apparently, so
What's Abby doing?
I really don't know.
Maybe she's peeing.
No, I'm sorry. I was planning my I kind of zoned because I was planning on what I was gonna buy.
Okay.
I was looking at everything on the Mercane catalog.
Party's
Sorry,
trying to
my
decide
bad.
right now if they should sell the Kraken to buy some other stuff.
Not,
Or not the Kraken, the
but
Coyote, the other
uh,
thing, the other one, Coyote
The
Black.
other one.
Coyote Black, the other runner.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not saying I am only against it in the sense of, do we really think it's a good idea? If we all agree it's a good idea, then yeah, fine, go ahead. I'm only just proposing of like the concept of it, you know? I'm not trying to say that it's the wrong call. It's just I want us to make sure that we're all comfortable with it, you know?
oh, yeah. I don't care. I don't know how to drive, so yeah. So
V, what do you think?
Wait, how much can each of the runners carry? How many people can they carry?
Just two.
Yeah, they're 2-person per runner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he said for 1,200 gold, we split that 5 ways. Let me double check the math. Here.
Arden.
That comes out to 240 gold a person. That would give everybody 1,240 gold, except for me. Sorry, ignore my math. I'm talking out loud. I'm thinking about just from the 1,000. It would give everybody 240 gold apiece.
That will give all of us enough money to get a ring of Featherfall, right? Right? Right?
Technically, yes.
Yippee!
I'll be right back. You guys are discussing this.
The only thing about it is the does the Mercane have multiple of the ring? That's the only thing that would get proposed at that point. Which I assume yes, given the fact that they're insanely powerful and rich, but
They got this crazy network.
yeah. I would assume yes, but it also comes down to that question, you know. Plus it also comes down to the majority of us who don't have the money for it. I mean, they have the money. I have the money. It's just not, you know.
Well, if not everyone has the money, I think we can all commit communism and like give them some because this is a little important, you know.
Isn't that what we're
Yeah, but I can cast the spell Featherfall, and it can target multiple people. It's only
So
a
we
first
wouldn't
level
need-
spell.
Wait, how many can you target? Question.
Okay, with Featherfall,
Yes.
I can
Yeah.
target up to 5 fallen creatures. There's only 5 of us. Assuming it's just the 5 of us
Oh.
going. I can
So
cast this like 4 times.
Oh, we don't need it then.
No, not really. I mean, if you think you need it, but I mean, I don't mean to sound like a dickhead, but I don't mind if we go with this route. But when Joe said split, I was like, hold on, we're splitting now?
sell the fucking runner all by yourself and just take all the money.
I took the runner in. I was kind of thinking of doing that.
Oh.
If I didn't take it in, we were just gonna leave it.
Just take the runner for yourself, though. You already have a Kraken. You don't get to make that call on your own.
I gave it to Magpie.
Because I kind of destroyed
The Kraken you loaned to Magpie.
No, I gave it to Magpie.
That is
I was
not.
probably gonna use the other one. Well, to be fair, I did claim it.
That is not what I heard. Well, if that's the case, then do whatever you want.
No, I'm not gonna be selfish, but that did caught me on self-surprise.
I'm not. That is not me being a dick, by the way. I was, hey, if that happened, go ahead.
No.
But if it was just like one of those things where it was just like, all right, we gotta all pull it in, yada yada, and you're just like, hey, this is now mine. I'm like, fuck you.
Well, I mean, I did bring it in, right? That's the thing. I
If
brought
you
it
brought it in, that's one thing. But to just, I don't remember how that scene played out anyway. My mind was
in.
still
I
on the
don't
fact
mind
that Mock was
splitting it, but
dead,
that
and I
did
had
catch me off guard. My
I-
intentions were to sell this thing, rank it up, and then see what I could do. But if
yeah.
we want to split it, again, I don't mind. That just caught me off guard.
I personally don't care at the end of the day. I'm gonna use my money for other stuff
I
anyway.
want to try to be greedy. I know I want a portable hole, but I also want an immovable rod. And I know I can buy the immovable rod anytime. But the portable hole is a once in a lifetime chance.
What if Magpie loaned you money?
Let's see. I have 1,685. 1,658, I mean. So 1,658. I
I'm
have a ruby.
I'm back.
It's Hey, welcome back. I have a ruby. It's worth 100. All you would have to loan me is 842 gold.
Okay,
And
but
that,
it's coming back to me as 900 gold after 3 months.
sure.
Yippee! How much again? Upon the promise that you feather fall me when I fall.
I mean, sure.
Okay,
I'll
how much
feather
is
fall
it
you.
again?
I'll feather fall you. And I just gave you the Kraken. But sure, I'll give you interest.
Okay, you're gonna have to map this for me. I'm a lib art student. I don't really know how to do math.
Okay, let me go to your fucking profile real quick to see how much you have.
I have 1,222.
And
And
you're
a
taking away.
diamond.
No. Keep the diamond. That's what we use to bring people back from the dead.
Yeah, but I don't think I want to bring people back after this.
Really?
Yeah, because that's a lot of work. Because I actually don't even have the... Because it's a long time before I can do that by myself.
You have Revivify.
I do?
Yes, clerics get Revivify. That's the easier one, right? See, the cleric that we got, he did a much more powerful version. That was a 5th level spell. You, 3rd level, have something called Revivify, where if they die, you
It's
can bring them
literally
back
like
within
Oh yeah, I just
minute.
have to do it immediately after they die, right?
immediately. Like, you have to run in. Like, if it were like a day, then we're out of luck. But it's like,
It'll literally have to be within that round.
Oh, okay, I see.
so keep the diamond. You would have to remove. You go to your gold, right? You
I'm
go to
there.
where it says GP. Click on the GP square.
I am.
Now put 842 in the square.
Okay, so I reduce it by 842.
Correct.
Wait, why isn't it going 842? Remove. Oh
And then
no,
click the remove button.
I did. I have 380 gold.
842 I add. Okay. Casey, I'm going to remove. I have 2,500 gold in my
He stepped away.
No, I'm here.
Right. All right, so I have 2,500 gold in my inventory, and then I have a ruby that's worth 100 gold. Can I buy the portable?
Wait, what are you selling?
I have a ruby that's worth 100 gold, and then I just have 2,500.
Oh, okay, then yeah, sure.
Okay. Yeah, portable hole, guys.
What does it do?
It's a bag of holding, but better. It's like a little hole that you can put on the ground, and it's like this 6-foot wide hole that's like 10 feet deep, I think.
That sounds like a really disgusting sex toy.
What?
Yeah.
There's a
Have
lot
you ever
of
seen Spider-Man?
interesting uses.
Gross. Which Spider-Man?
Into the Spider-Verse. You remember
Yep.
the spot? Okay.
The hole. Yeah, spot. Yeah.
I got it, guys. I don't need the bag of holding. I can dismiss that infusion.
And do something else with your infusions. Yippee!
Yeah, so now I don't have to use that anymore.
Hooray!
It can also be like if we're in the middle of like a desert, right, and we're nowhere near the ship, we can open the hole, go in, and take a little break for a little bit. I mean, there's no air, so we're gonna have to be careful with that. I could probably leave the hole open. It's
It's
just,
just it's just our mouths like outside of the hall. Ew.
or you can use the wand of bubbles. I don't know how long that
I
lasts.
forget that I have that,
I mean,
but
I don't need to breathe.
it only has oh hooray that's good because it only has 4 charges and it can be 5 with Gert.
Oh yeah, Casey, things are going as planned. Casey, real quick. Can you when you get the chance, can you approve something?
What is it?
There is it is a if you go to D&D Beyond sheet, and it doesn't matter if you have a sheet. You search up portable hole. I found a very rare variant where it's just slightly bigger. Can that be something in your world?
Where's all these-
That's not what you're
It's called
buying.
Grand Portable Hole. No, it's not what I'm buying. Not completely not what I'm buying at all. I'm just saying, can it be in your world? Whether either to be purchased in the future or to be made in the future?
Maybe, but it's not going to be on the Merkin catalog.
No, completely fine. I just want to know if it's allowed by you.
Potentially, I'll have to look more into it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Um, are you thinking of buying the immovable rod still?
Oh, I'm broke, but I know I can buy the immovable rod yeah, because I know that's one of the uncommon items that doesn't change. I'll buy that next time. I like the immovable rod. It's a very cool item.
Okay, because I have a particular ruling for how it works that would be relevant.
What's your ruling?
Um, because the language of how it works is kind of ambiguous. My ruling is that when
Okay.
you activate the immovable rod, it matches your current velocity. So, right, if you're standing on a ship and you activate it, it moves at the exact same speed and direction that you were moving. So, from your perspective, it won't move because its velocity is relative to you, right? Because all movement is relative.
Okay.
So
So
it's quote unquote immovable, but it only doesn't move from your perspective.
explain it a little bit. Like if we're on a ship, I click it. Am I just if the ship goes like keep going forward? Am I just gonna if I don't do anything? Is it just gonna stay there?
Basically, yeah. If the ship stops or turns, then the rod is going to collide with the interior of it because it's going to keep moving in a straight line in the exact same speed that the ship was going when you activated it.
Okay. I don't. I mean, I'm not one of those creative players that are gonna be like using it to defy. I don't understand how that's relevant from my perspective. I don't like because I'm not that type of person to do some crazy shit like that. Could you explain what this ruling was made for? Like I'm not saying because I'm
Okay,
trying to defy it. I
because
just don't understand
because
it.
the fact that it says that it doesn't move is ambiguous because everything is relevant, right? Or not
Right.
relative. Everything is relative. So
Okay.
if you were standing on the surface of a planet and you activate it, it by the rules, it's not actually clear what would happen because is if it's not moving relative to the planet you're on, then that means that as the planet rotates, it's going to be standing still. So from your perspective, it'll just fly into the distance. Right? But
Uh-huh.
if it's stationary relative to you, then it will keep moving along with you at the exact same speed. So from your perspective, it won't be moving at all.
Okay. So it's one of those things where if I had an immovable rod, I clicked it and I held on to it, just didn't like what? I would fucking fling off the planet.
If you interpreted it to be like absolutely stationary relative to, I guess, all of space, then yeah, that's how it would work. But the way I'm ruling it is that it's relative to you.
Got it. All right. I don't have the gold for it, but I am gonna get one.
Okay. Well, was there any other business you guys wanted to do? I know, Ace, you wanted to do some, like, sightseeing on Port Denali?
Correct. This is my first time.
Um, you know, Keenan is actually a native. He's from this town.
Oh, okay. Then I'll ask Keenan if he'd like to guide me around Port Denali.
Hey, you want to see the sights? Sure, man. I'm eager to get out of here myself. It's been too long since I've been able to walk around. So he actually takes you down the White Crest Tower. But you notice that he doesn't get off the elevator when it hits what you thought was the bottom, which is like where the surface of the water is. The elevator keeps going further down past that. It goes all the way down to the bottom of the ocean. And
Okay.
you see through these large windows in the tower that outside there's a like almost a completely different city that's underneath the water. And it's resting on the bottom of the ocean, built into the seafloor.
Oh, okay.
The two are connected via the tower, because the tower has elevators that go from the seafloor all the way up to the city floating on the top of the water.
So there is a city on top of the water, and then there's a city at the bottom of the ocean that's connected to the tower.
Yeah.
Is there like a dome over the city underwater?
No. It's completely submerged. There are these like floating like bubbles. They're like these buildings that look like buoys. They're like attached by chains to the bottom of the floor, but they're these large like spheres with light coming from the inside that seems like people live inside of them.
I got you.
And there's also like, you know, these large structures that are made of stone and like carved into like the seafloor. And it looks like a lot of people live down here, but not many surface dwellers. It's mainly like Tritons or Locathos. This is where the like actual natives to the planet live, because the people up
Locathon,
above,
right?
the people up above aren't like actually native to the planet. This is where the actual natives live mostly.
Okay. So the top part was like, and when I think about this, right, I think like, imagine if this was Hawaii. The top part is all the fucking tourists that want to live here, and then like down here is like where like the actual like Samoans live.
Basically, yeah. Like up
Okay,
above is
gotcha.
like a giant resort, basically, for all the tourists. This is the real city.
What is the race? What is the second race you said? Not the not the Triton, the other one.
Locathos?
Can you spell that for me?
I think it's Loceehah. I think that's how you spell it.
Fish people. There we go.
They're fish people, but they look less humanoid than Tritons do. They have like a larger, like more fish-looking heads.
I'm pretty sure I met a Kathoth, right? I remember when we went to the Prince Andrew's ball initiation thing, right?
Yes, that guy that was doing a deal with Azamata, he was a Lokathaw. He was from the Danube Federation, which is the government of this place.
Oh. Okay. Maybe I can. I'd ask. Okay, first. Okay, there we go. Lokotha. I'm not gonna look at any lore thing. I just want to know what they like specifically look like, and they're just a fucking walking fish. I could have swore Kavor, right?
Kavol.
Uh,
Kavol.
Kaval.
That was his name.
Kaval.
yeah. What
Kavol.
is it? Speaker Caval or Seeker?
Speaker
Speaker
Kavol.
Kaval
He's a speaker.
Yeah.
of Speaker Kaval of the Federation. What's the
D-
Federation called again?
Denub. Denub.
Denub. Speaker Kaval. I looked to Keenan and I say is this the is there a Federation of the Noob here?
I mean, yeah, they the government and stuff around here.
Could you show me that location?
I mean, there's the speaker's house, in the downtown, but what do you want to go there for? There's not much to see. It's just, boring government stuff.
I am familiar with someone known as Speaker Kaval.
Uh, Never met the guy.
He is an interesting character. He is a government agent, from what I assume, but he is corrupted. He worked with Osmata, and he wanted to speak with the Gith. I arranged the meeting. I would like to speak with him once more when the opportunity arises. But please show me this lovely city.
Good
And
thing, man.
do I see? Sorry, go ahead.
He said, sure thing, man. So you don't have to, like, breathe or nothing, right?
Nope. I have no lungs. I do not need to breathe.
Oh, so you don't have to walk around like the tourists in those suits. He, like, points to, like, this, like kiosk in, like, part of the tower that, like, is, like, selling, like, diving suits to people.
I'm assuming that's how they are able to travel and survive under these conditions.
Yeah, most people don't do that, though. They don't bother come down here.
Hmm. I would not need a suit.
Well, then, follow
I
me,
I
then. We can just walk out the front door.
I follow him, and do I see like any of the tridents or Locathah like swimming around the city? Like it's just like natural, like as if someone was like walking down the park.
Yeah, they don't usually walk on the ocean floor. There's like kind of a path like in the town, but like yeah, most people don't actually walk on the ground. There's a lot of ships going around though, and there's also these large like whale-like creatures that seem to be used like beasts of burden. Like they have like huge like uh cargo containers that are like strapped to their sides and they're being used as like giant like carriages basically like hauling goods through the city. And yeah, uh, Keenan just goes to his favorite bar, which is downtown. And as soon as you pass through the threshold of the door that they have, like all the water goes away, and you're just standing in air. Like at the threshold of the door, like it's like there's like a bubble that just like prevents water from like getting in.
I gotcha. Casey, when before we walk in, actually, could I use the portable hole and open it to put some water inside?
You just want to like fill it with water?
Correct.
Just fucking fill it to the brim with seawater. That's so weird. Uh, Sure, there's nothing stopping you from doing that, I guess. Fuck it.
That way, when the fucking giant forest fire happens on their ship, I can just.
You do know that, like, the next time you open it, it's just gonna be full of
It's
fucking
gonna.
water, right? Like,
Yes,
that water has to go somewhere.
of course.
Okay, you could fill it
I
with water.
basically have a. I basically have a shitty decanter of endless water.
I
Not in the sense that
guess.
it's endless. It's just I can fucking make a little geyser spurt out.
I mean, not a geyser.
Not a geyser, but you know what I mean, right?
It's like a little, I don't know, a little portable pocket well
Yeah.
filled with
You never know.
seawater.
We might need water.
It's salty seawater, by the way.
Oh, that's still fun. I think that's funnier. When there's gonna be like, I have water for you organics to drink. Yeah. And they start fucking drinking seawater and realize there's something wrong with it immediately.
Fucking Nails doesn't even know. He's like, what? What's wrong? This is
What's
water.
wrong?
You guys drink water, right? This is. It's
I
just
don't
water.
Is it not
understand.
water?
You are complaining for no reason. Drink more water.
I
Drink
don't care
more
if
of it.
it tastes
I hope
salty. Just drink it.
I hope
Okay.
you know. I still like refill like the barrels of water to
You
take
drink.
care of the trees.
You water drinkers are so whiny.
Honestly, I'm underappreciated. I bring you life sustenance. Okay, let's check
You
out this
guys
bar, Casey.
are fifteen. Oh,
Yeah, so it's a dingy little shithole of a bar. Honestly, it's like not even all that nice of a place. It's just a hole in the wall. You notice that there's no surface dwellers down here. It's all just like Tritons or Locathas. You even spot this really weird uh fish dude who doesn't look like a Triton or a Locathaw, but you don't really know what the heck he is. You've never seen one of these things before. It basically looks like almost like a shark, like really sharp teeth and like these like beady black eyes and a humanoid body. Looks real
Shark
weird to
Man.
you.
Sharkman.
Except
Okay.
Where's Lava Woman?
unlike a shark, it has forward-facing eyes. Its
I
face,
gotcha.
its face doesn't exactly resemble a shark. It's just mostly the teeth that are
I
shark-like.
gotcha. So I'm assuming now that this bubble's here, I can speak because while I don't have lungs, I don't think sound might like I can't speak underwater.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't speak, unless you speak Aquan, Aquan sounds perfectly fine underwater.
Oh, I speak primordial, and Aquan is a subdialect of Aquan.
Yeah, so you can talk just fine underwater.
Okay. So I look to
Keenan?
and I say, so is this a local?
Yeah,
A local.
this is a place I've been going to a long time. My brother, he works here sometimes, and when he's not out on jobs, which is most of the time, but sometimes he hangs out here.
I understand.
You met him, right, Killian?
I did I? Did I meet Killian?
I'm honestly not sure.
I don't think so.
No. No, Killian split off from the group almost immediately after.
No,
might have.
there was a brief time when you guys would have both been on the same ship because
It would have been
you and the
incredibly brief.
you and the Charizard like saved them.
Yeah.
While Killian was on board at the same time, and
Yes.
he was actually the only reason that
We were able to dock back at Port Denali.
Oh.
Yeah, he spoke up for them because if you don't remember,
I remember.
your captain was gonna like just
Fucking destroy.
sack their ship and take everything because you're just a
Yeah.
pirate. But Killian, you know from that encounter, he's kind of a big deal pirate guy in the area.
Yeah.
And you know he has enough sway that him and the Githyanki are they kind of have an understanding with each other.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Don't fuck with me, and I won't fuck with you.
I met him for a brief moment when we were with the Gith.
So you still want to go down to like the city hall and stuff?
Correct.
Okay. I don't know how that's gonna go exactly, but I guess we'll see. And he leads after having a drink at the bar and just chatting with you for a bit. He leads you out deeper into the city. Um, and you guys both go to the very center where you see there's this large like shelf that sort of looms over the whole city. Like there's a giant cliff basically. It's just a sheer cliff with a big shelf next to it, and right next to that shelf there's also this, or at the top of the shelf there's this huge mound, I guess. uh From a distance, it looks like just a piece of the geography, but when you get up closer, you can see it's like a huge shell from like a giant crustacean, like a crab or something, but humongous,
I gotcha.
like the size of a mountain almost. Um,
Damn.
and it's like right next to the city, and it has these like trails of bubbles like coming out of the plates of its like carapace. The whole thing doesn't move or anything. It doesn't even look like a full creature because there's no head or legs or anything else. It's just like a big shell of something.
Okay.
But you can
So
see
it's like
all
an empty
these.
hermit shell.
Yeah, but you can see all these vessels around it are like it looks like they're mining it. Like they have these ships that are like parked up next to it, and they're like blasting the shell with like these spouts of fire and stuff. Looks very strange. But
In Aquin, I ask Keenan, what are they doing to that large monument?
that is the Kalasa. It's been asleep for as long as we've been here. Um, they say one day it's going to wake up, but I'm not counting on it. They mine the shell because the shell is really hard, and they can fashion it into the armor and stuff.
Your people would risk waking it up for material?
It ain't wake up so far, so yeah, I guess so.
Hmm. Understood.
Anyway, he
And
leads you deep into the city to this large dome-shaped building with a large spire coming out of the top of it. Kind of looks like the National Congress building, like in the U.S. If you know what that looks like, except it's just the dome. You know what I mean? Ace?
oh, I was muted. I'm sorry. Yeah, I have an idea. It's like the Congress building, just like a fucking bubble is over it.
No, it's just a huge dome on the bottom of the ocean. It's like if you chopped off the top of the monument and just had the dome. Or
Oh,
you
okay.
chopped off like the whole bottom part of the building and just had the dome. Anyway,
Okay.
you notice that instead of having like a front entrance, it has a bunch of top entrances, like a bunch of like these circular entrances that lead in from the top. And Keenan leads you in there, and you see that there is a large air bubble in the middle of this giant room, and right now it's empty, like no one's there. And you can see that there's a circle in the center of the air bubble that seems to like lead underground. And it has like this set of staircases that like wind down like deeper underground. And he
Okay.
says, so this is like the chamber of the speakers. This is where they do like the, the Congress and stuff. But the actual offices, they're down there. He points down the large hole in the middle.
Am I just allowed to just walk down there? I don't see any assistant or, some kind of like someone at a desk or something like that.
You notice a few guards standing around in this area, but they're not really paying attention to you right now. They just seem to be on watch.
Okay. I can just go. I ask Keenan.
To be honest, I've never really been here, so I don't know.
I'll approach one of the guards, Casey.
Uh, it's you approach this Triton, and he's wearing like this like really intricate looking armor. It looks almost like Aztec armor, where it's like a bunch of scales, that covers his whole body, and it's all made of this like really weird like greenish blue pearlescent material. It looks almost like pearl, but it has like a greenish hue. And he
Could I? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
looks over to you as you approach and speaks to you in Aquan. What are you, strange creature? Why do you approach?
Well, first, can I maybe do a check to see if the armor they're wearing is the same material as that shell that I saw that was being mined?
You don't even need to make a check. You just put those two together. Yeah, it is. It definitely is.
My name is Nails. I am not from here. I was wondering if I could have an opportunity to speak with Caval.
You want
We
to
briefly met once.
you want to speak with the speaker? What are your
Correct.
intentions?
I am here to simply have a conversation with them, some information gathered. I have no intention of bringing harm or any disrespect to your customs. You are free to strip me of all weapons if you'd like.
He like looks over at Keenan. You trust this thing? And Keenan's like, yeah, he's not a thing. He's a man. He's got a will of his own. He's not mine. And they just sort of shrug. Okay, follow me. And they take you down into this large staircase that has rows of doors on the sides of it, like intermittent points. And eventually they approach one door, and they're like, "This is the Speaker Caval's private office. I think he's in there right now. I'll walk you in."
In Aquan, I say, appreciated.
So they walk you in through this doorway. By the way, this whole place is not built out of like masonry. It's literally just carved into the solid stone of the seabed.
I
So
pictured that.
so everything is like completely smooth and like sanded down. Um, and they walk you in through this doorway. There's no actual door to it. And inside, you see a large carpet is laid out, and there's a like this weird looking like fireplace, but it's not actually connected to anything. And you realize that it's not actually like fueled by anything. It's like a one of those perpetual fires.
I
Um,
got you.
and it looks weirdly like familiar. It looks like like it's this whole place is meant to like look like more like a spacer's abode than like one of the native culture's places, if that makes any sense. Like it's decorated.
What do you mean spacer?
It's decorated a lot more like the places you've been to, like the Rock of Brawl, than it is like anywhere else in the city.
Oh, it's like fucking going to a traditional like Mexican household, and then you go into that one room, and it's like, man, I'm a whitewashed person, and this room is based off fucking New York City.
Yeah, pretty much.
I got you. I got you.
And yes, sure enough, Speaker Cavola is lounging in a chair next to the fire, seemingly like napping, and the guard is like, Speaker Cavola. And he like eventually wakes up. Oh yeah. Hello. You have my drink? Wait, you're not the servant. This Metro Man wants to speak with you. Are you available? Oh! I recognize you, Nails!
Cabal, you look well.
Good to see you, my Knight of Brawl.
It is
leave,
good to see you as well, Speaker.
leave us be. We'll be just fine. And the guard nods and leaves. Well, what brings you down here to the bottom of Sila?
Well, a multitude of things has brought us here. You have a very pleasing room, very highly respected aesthetic. I applaud you on your taste.
Oh, thank you. I chose decorum myself.
Well, my crew uh have recently decided to undergo some tasks. Um Casey, how well known are the vaults?
What vaults?
The star vaults. I believe that's our current
Oh,
quest heading over to.
it's a pretty well-known legend. Across Chimerspace, at least.
Is it one of those things where it's like, oh, you're hunting the vaults? They don't exist. It's just a fucking like captain's tale, or it's like, oh, the vaults. Yeah, I mean, no one's gonna do that shit because it's dangerous. But cool. Like, what does that lean towards
It
there?
is considered more to be a myth than anything else by most people. The only people that
Uh-huh.
like really take it seriously are the elves, the astral elves, because
I
it's their legend.
okay.
But
Um,
everyone else knows of it, and there's a lot of people who like chase after that shit, but they're just like, they're considered like crazy people
Crazy.
almost.
I got you. Joe, why did we come to Sila?
Uh, really, we just came to Sila here just for a little bit of a break because every time we've gone somewhere, it's literally been adventure, 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 adventure. Plus, it was out of the suggestion, so that way, Exel would be able to get a little bit of a break and be at his home. Keenan would be able to come home.
And
Magpie would be able
Magpie.
to get a chance to with his
Wh-
girlfriend.
What's our
Uh,
plan? I mean, is like what I'm saying. Why were we gonna head somewhere after this? What
the
was
plan
our?
after this was to head to after our stay at Scylla, it was to head to uh I am so sorry, I can't believe I forgot Hydra.
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 Yeah, this was literally just like a small, like quick break in between since it was on the way.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I mean Scylla is meant to be more, as he said, it's like a tourist spot and kind of just a resort type paradise place.
I gotcha. So we're heading
Yeah.
to Hydra, but why? We talked about this, right?
We were heading to Hydra because if I remember correctly, we have two wild space orreries. One of them we found originally on the Undertow before we met back up with you. The other one we found after we killed Cheselrick, and both of them line up with having something to do with Hydra.
All right.
Cinder is familiar with the location of the star piece that you guys require that's from Hydra.
Exactly.
Okay.
But yeah, really, this
Thank
was
you.
just
I
kind of
appreciate it.
this was mostly just a kind of a bit of a break
A
session,
breather.
but also like if there's anything we want to buy that may or may not possibly be on Brawl, or if there's any other sort of information that we might be able to find outside of other things, that's kind of what the Scylla stop was for.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll look at Caval and I'll say, we're heading to Hydra for a little excavation. A little thing we have with our professors that we decided to take upon ourselves. We recently just got done with some business. However, we were attacked on our way here.
Oh, I think I might have an idea who might have perpetrated that.
Caval, what is your opinion on Osmata?
He's an old business associate of mine. I was merely catching up with him at the gala for Prince Andrew. He's, rather territorial. He's very, very aggressive towards potential competitors.
This I must agree upon. But who do you suspect that might have attacked me?
Why,
My
the very
group.
man you just named. Seems you have an inkling of it yourself. I've
That is
heard
because. Go ahead.
I've heard rumors that Ozamata is particularly annoyed by you and your crew.
Do tell. I'm not
This
there. I know. I'm
is
just.
correct. My captain. He interrogated the three Kreen that was hired by Osmata. He saw the very memories of Osmata paying them to kill my captain and to kidnap me alive.
Not surprising. Probably wanted to have some fun with you himself.
Unfortunately, his crew was no match for mine. We forced one of the ships to retreat, and the other is topside in prison at the moment, undergoing investigation for piracy.
That's rather impressive. I see you don't just have a penchant for business, but for warfare as well. That's quite a valuable skill to have in your line of work.
Correct. Speaking of business, what business do you have with the Rock of Brawl?
Yes, I had before in the past. I made some trade agreements with both Azamata and the other being the one they called the nameless one. I hear he died. So business with the
Yes.
Rock of Brawl has dried up for me recently.
You'll
In the past I have negotiated trade agreements between the Danube Federation and the House of Brawl, but that really hasn't gone anywhere recently either.
you'll have to forgive me and my crew. The other Underbaron was a mind flayer that we were ordered to dispatch.
Batch we did.
Interesting.
Yes. I will say this though. Osmata is threatened by my presence, and he is going to continue to be a thorn in my side. What say the Rock of Brawl were to get a new Dock Master? Perhaps Dock Master Gaval?
Well, I do just so happen to have an arrangement with a group of Githyanki who need to uh, dispose of some ill-gotten goods that they have. I'm looking for bits who might be willing to sell them, of course, at a premium.
I believe we can help each other out, Cabal. I don't need someone like Osmata to sit in their chair crying like a man-child. This line of work requires strong will and a good sense of direction. I'm afraid Osmata is no longer the type of man that fits this category.
I like your ambition, my friend, but Osmata is only one component. There is also brilliant navy to contend with. Recently, they've become much more strict. It's really quite bothersome. It's the main reason I can't do any of the same sort of trade agreements I used to do with them. But if you can somehow find a way to, well, open a back door for my boys to get Yankee, then I'm sure we could make a profitable arrangement.
Oh, I do agree so, Cabal. Allow us to assist each other.
You seem to have a very close relationship with Prince Andrew now, him naming you Knights of Brawl and all that. I would hope that you would have some sway over the prince. Maybe you could put a good word in for the Githyanki or some such. If not that, then perhaps you could reopen some of the old smuggling routes that Mind Flayer used to use. That's how he used to smuggle his goods, going through the Undercity, I believe.
I should mention, I have a shop on the Rock of Brawl. The basement happens to lead to the Undercity. Just to confirm that I'm not like fucking around. That I do have a basement to go see the Undercity, right?
Correct.
Okay, so I will mention that.
Well, that would be helpful, but you also need a dock within the Undercity if you plan to use that as a smuggling route. I believe the Nameless One used to control that sort of dock that was in there, but I don't know who it might have fallen under in his absence.
I understand. I will assist you, Cabal.
Well, when you've figured out an arrangement, you can go ahead and send me a letter. Here. If you merely send it to the Danube Federation and put my name on it, it'll get to the right place.
I understand. Hear from me, as he stands up and raises his hand, and take care of yourself. I feel a change that will happen very soon. Only the strong survive, Cabal.
He shakes your hand. Watch your back, my metallic friend. I believe there's a target on it now.
My back, myself, has been created to endure, and endure I will do. And I will exit out.
All right. And with that, we're going to end the session.
Nice.
I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to take that up that much time.
No,
I
you're
thought I was
good.
just gonna
That's
pop
cool.
in.
Cool.
Well, now you know
Also,
a
Abby,
bit
who
more
did you
about...
want me to call a coward?
She was talking about Osmata being a coward.
Oh, yeah, I wanted to, but I'm sorry. Go ahead, Casey.
Well, I was just saying now you know a bit more about Port Denali. You got a proper introduction to the city.
I do, and this is a really cool place, Casey. This is I've only like seen the Rock of Brawl, and then I've seen that one place where we went to get Orion, the dragon egg,
Yeah.
right? And I gotta say, this has to be my favorite place so far.
Nice.
I do
Well,
like. Oh, right, understood. Well,
I'm gonna-
we'll
I'm
talk
gonna-
about that right now.
I'm going to stop the recording now.
5,